On the gridiron, it only takes a matter of seconds to succumb to defeat or walk away triumphant.
A star is born in the UFL.
Last week, the Stallions willed their way to a come-from-behind victory.
Plunging touchdown. Birmingham grabs the lead with 26 seconds to go.
While the Roughnecks defense denied Memphis and notched their first win of the season.
Houston holds when they needed it.
Is this the spark that will ignite Birmingham's title defense, or will Houston revitalize their season with a second victory in a row? Stallions, Roughnecks, next on Fox.
It's a Week 4 showdown in H-Town as the hometown Roughnecks try to get to 500, taking on the defending UFL champion Birmingham Stallions, who are trying to get to 3-1 on the young 2025 season. And this is an important game in the USFL Conference, not only for the records, but because Birmingham, with the win, could move back into a tie for first place with Michigan, who is in control as of now. But still plenty of football to be played. Joel Klatt, who should we keep an eye on today?
Well, these quarterbacks, both of them, brought their teams back and won football games the last week. Tight ones where they needed it most. They needed drives late. They needed plays late. Both of these guys made those plays. Matt Corral for Birmingham led that dramatic last-second victory, 10-9 over Arlington. He was best when his best was needed. We'll see if he can build on those positives here moving forward, and we'll see if Birmingham can get back on track offensively. Meanwhile, for Houston, Nolan Henderson, he came in at the half. They were trailing 11-3. He comes in at the half, and Nolan went 10 of 11 with a touchdown and ended up winning that ball game 18-17. So again, just like Matt Corral, building on positives. We'll see if Houston can continue that momentum here tonight at home against the champion Stallions.
Two teams coming off 1-point wins in the last minute last week. We'll see who has the advantage here in Week 4 as Birmingham visits Houston in the UFL on Fox.
Start fast. Hey, this ain't got nothing to do with them. It's all about us. We do our job. We fight. We fight. We fight. Tomorrow not guaranteed to no man. So maximize the today, man. Let's go. Dominate these boys. Dominate on 3. 1, 2, 3. Dominate.
Roughnecks veteran receiver Kiki Chisholm getting the boys all pumped up to take on the defending champs. Let's check in with our third member of our crew, Devin Gardner, who's with the Roughnecks starting quarterback.
Thank you. A week ago, you played a huge role in making sure this team gets their first win. Well, this week's a little different. You get a chance to get your first start of the season. How's this week been different?
Yeah, I think just the reps, getting more reps. Last week only got a couple. I think the preparation stays the same. Even when you're not starting, you want to prepare to the best of your ability, but just the reps, more reps.
So for those who aren't familiar with your skill set, what can Roughneck fans expect from Nolan Henderson today?
I think I can beat you with my arm, I can beat you with my legs, but ultimately I'm just a competitor. I'll find a way to win.
Good luck tonight.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, good to see Nolan Henderson and Devin Gardner in his Easter outfit.
Yeah, Devin always looks sharp. He always looks sharp. He's always dressed to impress, and these two guys looking for their teams to continue to impress. I thought each of these teams got something going late in their games last week, both of them winning by a point. It wasn't pretty, but Skip Holtz and C.J. Johnson certainly looking for a little bit of a bounce in their play here today.
Oh, you look at the weather, it's typical for Houston this time of year. 78 degrees, high humidity, but we are ready for football. And the Birmingham Stallions will have it first. And back deep is Deion Kane. Kane, one of the best return men in the UFL, takes it out to the 30-yard line. And so it'll be good starting field position for Matt Corral and this offense. Who should we watch when Birmingham has the ball, Joel?
Well, we already talked about Matt Corral, and this is a team that normally runs the football really well over the last couple of years. They haven't been able to do that, so look for some of these pass catchers. Jay Sternberger, the tight end, hasn't really gotten it going. He's an all-UFL performer from a year ago, only 5 catches on the year. Also look for Davion Davis. And on defense for Houston, Leon O'Neal with a huge play last week. You talk about really the play of the game. In an 18-17 win, he had a pick 6 in last week's win over Memphis. He looks to build on that. And then Xavier Benson, he's the tackle leader. He's the guy on the inside, 6'4", 224 pounds. Played his college ball at Oklahoma State. And watch for him because he is fast and he is all over the field.
And you mentioned O'Neal. The delay was O'Neal was slow getting up after making the tackle on special teams. They're still holding him over to the sideline. So we'll keep an eye on him on that defense for Houston. Meanwhile, you look at Matt Corral. Best game of his career passing last week.
Yeah, and it wasn't necessarily efficient at 19 of 41, but I tell you, he made a lot of plays late in that game. If you look at the last drive, if he can build on that, then I would expect him to play well here today.
First play of the game, C.J. Marable. And Marable gets it out for a short 3-yard gain. This offense just trying to get going. We talked about them being, everybody knows who follows spring football, 3 consecutive championships, but this offense has yet to get in rhythm this year.
Yeah, they've only had 4 touchdowns in their 3 games. You look at some of their offensive comparisons from years prior, you know, their points are way down, their yards are way down. They've been the league leader in previous seasons, and part of it is a lack of run game, which they've gotten to right away here with a couple of runs, and there's Marable over the left side, and he'll set up a 3rd and short, Kurt.
Xavier Benson with the stop. Back-to-back run plays. It brings up 3rd and short.
Let's go Locker, Dirty, Ohio 14, Arc Trade.
All right, here we go. And we got Locker, Dirty, Ohio 14, Arc Trade. On 1, ready? Go flat it back. Omaha. Ready, set.
Blitz coming. Corral keeps it. Gets the first down and more. Falls after picking up enough yards to move the chains, give him 7.
Yeah, this is a great read by Corral. So you've got Marable coming across this way, and he's going to read this power. It's basically a quarterback power coming back this direction. You see those left side of that offensive line pulling around. No one to even block right there for Taylor Prelo. And he's able to just lead Corral up in the battle. I tell you, holding on to the football, that's a nice job by Corral because that one was almost stripped as he was getting that first down.
And Corral has the ability to run, really hasn't this season so far. First pass of the game, and he threw it behind his intended receiver, Jalen Camp. Corral making his 2nd straight start, really playing his 3rd game. First play from scrimmage in week 2, Alex Magoo, who's the normal starter, got injured, and so Corral played that entire game and has started last week and now this week.
And this week they're playing behind a bit of a mixed-up offensive line. A lot of moving parts up front for Birmingham so far this year.
Corral completes it out to Kane, spins his way out across the first down marker, and a gain of 12.
Well, I'll tell you, I know from talking with Skip Holtz, talking with Matt Corral, they are happy to have Deon Kane back. He's been out for a couple of weeks, personal reasons. He's had 6 catches on the year. But you see right there in just a one-on-one situation, he is such a weapon. 6'1", 202, really talented player, 3rd team All-ACC back in 2017 for Clemson. He was a 6th round pick for the Colts. And the championship game MVP in 2023. They are really happy to have him back.
Here's C.J. Marable again. They go to the ground and pick up double-digit yards once again. This time 12 on the run by Marable. So they are going with the run game here early.
Yeah,
and it's paying.
Yeah, good job up front, Kurt. Look at these guys up front, and they are just moving Houston off of the ball. Remember, this is a Houston team that gave up a lot of yards in the run game in week 1. You think back to that game against St. Louis. We called that game, Kurt. They gave up 273 yards on the ground.
Quick pass out of the backfield, Marable. He's a good receiving running back. There's a flag down on the play as well.
What you got? Number?
So you've got this advance. So we're going to go from the spot of the foul, 10 yards, number 84. Okay? Holding, offense number 84. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Repeat, first down.
That's on the wide receiver, Jalen Camp.
I mean, if you're gonna do it, just go ahead and tackle him. Watch this. Watch this. Just, yeah. It's like a form tackle out on the outside.
No doubt.
Totally wrapped up. I mean, at first glance, it looked like a block in the back, and then I realized he was in a full bear hug position. And so it's just a hold.
Like you said, if you're going to get called for it, may as well make it pay. Exactly. So the penalty backs them up to the 42-yard line. Corral. And that's Larry Roundtree now in it running back. Xavier Benson on the tackle after the 5-yard gain.
You know, Devin, what's interesting talking with these guys offensively for Birmingham is the idea of Matt Corral being on the same page with Skip Holtz. And so far here early, they seem to be on the same page.
Yeah, it's so big. And when I talked to him before the game, he's like, he just wants the guys to throw and catch, right? Everything doesn't have to be the big explosive play, just throw and catch. And you see a lot of that. Aside from that holding penalty, the smoothness of this drive is really impressive to see.
Ready, set.
Time for Corral, open receiver, and it's dropped right in the hands of Jalen Camp, and he just flat out dropped that one.
Yeah, I mean, he's at this point, you just gotta, if you're Jalen Camp, just picture it's a Houston player, because he did a better job holding 2 snaps ago than he did catching that ball. I mean, that's an easy throw for Corral, maybe a touch underthrown, but certainly something Camp has got to catch. And that's exactly what Devin was just talking about. You know, just throw and catch, make the simple plays. You know, we used to call it just like make your layups. And you don't always have to hit 3-pointers, but make your layups as a quarterback wide receiver group.
3rd and 16, Corral pulls it down. And he is hit as he's sliding. Takes exception to that, and here we go.
Just stop, just stop, just stop, just stop, just stop. Hold still, hold still. All right, hold on, stop, just stop.
That was number 28 without the helmet, Marvin Moody, who caught him right around the head and neck. No flag thrown on the play. Let's take another look at it, though.
I mean, he did a great job with his legs, and he's going down. He puts him in a good position from a field position standpoint, but here you see just gets kind of corralled around, no pun intended, around his neck right there, and it was actually Keenan Isaac who got him around the neck, and then he thought it was Marvin Moody who was then on top of him, and that's who he took a shot at after he got up.
So no flag on the play. There'll be 48-yard field goal attempt. Nevis has been perfect all season and stays that way. 6 for 6, and this one from 48 yards out gives Birmingham the first lead of the game after the first possession of the game.
So come and skate with me.
The San Antonio Brahmas battle the DC Defenders.
What a catch!
The United Football League, tomorrow at 5 Eastern on Fox.
Let's go get him, fellas. Got it!
That's what he does. That's what Nolan can do. We had limited plays to call for him. He hadn't practiced this week. But, man, I thought he played outstanding. Nolan's 1-0, so Nolan's going to be our guy until something else happens.
Well, obviously nothing else has happened since last week. Nolan Henderson coming off the bench in the second half and led Houston to the victory. They had scored 3 points the entire first half, 15, with him going 10 of 11 in the pass game.
Well, I mean, he was so efficient. I mean, 10 of 11 is hard in 7-on-7, much less in a live game, in particular in the second half when you're trying to come back. And so the other element of what I think Nolan Henderson brings to them is the run threat and his athleticism. We'll see if that pays off here today.
And so Houston will touch the ball and take it as a touchback to begin the game. And so now we'll get a chance to see how Henderson does as the starter for the first time this year.
Let's take a look at these players to watch here. You take a look on offense for Houston. Justin Hall, he's been a catch machine. In fact, he had was tied for the most receptions in the UFL last year with 56. He's already got 12 this season. Marcus Sims comes over in a trade. They got him April 7th. He was an all-UFL receiver last year, and I think they're going to target him quite often here moving forward. And then defensively, a couple of guys getting a lot of pressure on the quarterback. Ronnie Perkins and Bradley Anae. Bradley Anae, he's tied for the league lead with 3 sacks. Ronnie Perkins, 16 pressures already on the year. That front four has been dominant for Birmingham.
That front four is good as there is in the league. They get no pressure. Good protection by this Houston offensive line. And Henderson completes his first pass out to Lawrence Keys. Good start for Henderson.
Picking up right where he left off. I'm telling you, it was so efficient watching what he was able to do in the second half last week. And one of the things that they're gonna have to do is open up the defense a little bit by throwing it early on downs so that they can get to the run game later. The defensive front for Birmingham is too stout, too strong to just sit there and bang your head against the wall and try to run the football out.
The handoff to Zakondre White, the former Stallion, and he is stopped in the backfield and be dropped for a loss and bring up 3rd down.
I always felt like that first down of the game was so vital. You did not want to go 3 and out on that first series. It doesn't really matter what happened on the opposite side. It's just for continuity standpoint. You don't want to have 3 snaps and go right back over there. So a critical 3rd and 1 here for this Houston offense.
Officially, they registered no gain, so it'll be 3rd and 1. They put the linebacker Avery Jones in the backfield as a fullback. White can't get back to the line of scrimmage, and they will go 3 and out. And a good job being done by this Birmingham defense. After 9 yards on the first play, they gave up nothing the rest of the way.
I'm telling you, this defensive front four is so active. Look at them get through the gaps and get up the field, and then everything is just blown up. And from there, then the linebackers and the safeties can rally up and make plays. And there, Chappelle Russell, steps in, flexing, knowing that they just got off the field on 3rd down.
So it brings up the first punt. Rivers. That's Amari Rogers back deep. He'll watch it go over his head through the end zone. And so Matt Corral, who looked good on the offense, had to settle for the field goal on the opening possession. We'll get another shot at it with his team up by 3. Tonight's game is sponsored by Progressive. Progressive protects your home, auto, boat, motorcycle, and RV, and could save you money. And by Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut. Each team has only had the ball 1 time so far. Birmingham trying to get back to where they have been before this year. They've won 3 consecutive spring championships, 2 in the USFL, and then last year the inaugural season of the UFL. But now Matt Corral and company, they're a little bit behind where they have been the past couple of years. The offense that we're so used to seeing from this Birmingham team has struggled. You can see the difference, 14 points a game this season, and only 4 offensive touchdowns in 3 games.
And I think the biggest difference has been their inability to run the football. And truth be told, you know, last year with Adrian Martinez as their MVP, the MVP of the league, the previous season with Alex Magoo, MVP of the league, both of those guys could run at the quarterback position. It helped their run game out so much.
Here's Larry Roundtree. Short run here on 1st down, give him 3 yards.
Let's go. Here we go. Rip move, Florida, 43 shoot. Rip move, Florida, 43 shoot.
Let's go. Rip move, Florida, 43 shoot. On 1, ready? Hold on. Ready, set.
Time to pass for Corral. Caught by Roundtree. Short pickup, maybe a yard on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down.
Hey, we got Rob H in Atlanta, 12 choice. On 1, ready? Yep.
Omaha.
Great leverage on this punt.
Ready,
Corral in the direction of Deion Kane, and it falls incomplete. And so Birmingham will now go 3 and out.
Trying to get that corner route, and this is one of those sets and concepts that's a real staple for Skip. And he did not like what was going on from a spacing standpoint.
Okay. All right, then I need to come back with slop. I need to come with a slop to get back up inside of it. And then we just got to give him a catchable ball.
Kobe Wadman on the punt. Justin Hall with the return out to the 35-yard line. And Nolan Henderson will get his second opportunity of the game. We'll see if he can get anything going. After the offense went 3 and out for the first time, trying to make it 2 wins in a row, this time in front of the home folks.
We love the moments, the memories, the magic, the game. So let's get more. More action. More celebration. More unforgettable. More football.
Don't miss the action every weekend this spring. Visit theufl.com for tickets.
And now Above and Beyond, brought to you by Jersey Mike's.
30 seconds to go. Corral for the end zone, wide open touchdown. Birmingham wins it 10-9.
Troy Williams looking for some magic. He's going to run for it. End zone. Memphis within 1. Houston holds when they needed it.
De La Haye on the way. It is no good, and the Panthers survive at home.
To Amu. That ball is caught for a touchdown off the deflection.
Well, if you like close games, the UFL is the place to be. Your players of the week on offense, defense, and special teams. And right now, there's Michigan is 3-1. DC 3-0 as they get ready to take on San Antonio tomorrow in the final game of Week 4 here in the UFL. Skip Holtz trying to get his team to 3-1 right now. Houston with the ball for the second time. Zaquandre Wright. And once again, he is wrapped up before he even gets back to the line of scrimmage. Ronnie Perkins, the first of many Stallions to get there.
I tell you, you just can't run on this group. I think the front four is the best front four in the UFL. This is a team that is now a defensive-led team as their offense has struggled. Watch them scrape across the face. Great pursuit from the backside there. And they just do an excellent job. That was Myjai Sanders, number 41. He was in pursuit from that backside. But I tell you, they have just been outstanding. Maybe not the best, scoring or total defense, but you look to take takeaways, red zone defense. They're the best in the league.
And we'll end around. They hand it off to Lawrence Keys. And once again, Birmingham right there. He gets a short pickup, but this defense not fooled at all.
Devin, that defensive line, I think, is the best in the league.
Yeah, it's outstanding. And down here on the field, you can see Houston's offensive line is huge. But this defensive line's quickness is really making a difference. And then you usually see that in the passing game, right, Joel? But right now in the run game is where it's showing up the most.
The Stallions defense has given up 2 total touchdowns in 3 games this season.
Hey, 52.
Slow.
Henderson from the shotgun, pressured, throwing on the run, and it's broken up. Good job in the secondary. Stephen Gilmore with the stop.
Watch as Nolan Henderson breaks out of the pocket over here to the right side. He keeps his eyes up. Again, this is that element that he brings to them, is some quickness with his legs. And then he's trying to get that ball down the field. He thinks he's wide open, but Stephen Gilmore was able to drop off the underneath route and get his hand on that football and bat it away from Justin Hall.
So another 3 and out for this defense. Amari Rogers going to bring this one back. And Rogers stopped short of the 20-yard line. JT Tyler with the tackle. And so Matt Corral and Birmingham will take the field once again, up by that field goal. Well, April 27th on Fox, the stars of NASCAR head to Talladega for the biggest thrill ride of the year. The Jack Links 500 at Talladega. That's a week from tomorrow right here on Fox. Kurt Menefee, Joel Klatt, Devin Gardner with you as the Birmingham Stallions have a 3-0 lead over Houston. One of the great things about the UFL is the access we get to players during games. In just a second, we're going to check in with Devin Gardner, who's with Birmingham's backup quarterback, to decipher some of this offense. Devin.
Thanks, Kurt. We're going to sit here and wait, and Skip's going to give the play, and then our guy, Case Cookins, who spring football fans know all about, is going to let us know.
We got Bronco Reed, 13. He went to a QB drop, but he's going to try to throw the ball first. We got some inside fades we're trying to hit in an empty set. Let's check it out. We might be getting man here. Rolling down. Nice. Rolled to cover 3, and Matt ran it. Great pickup. Here we go, third management.
So talk about it. When you think it's man-to-man and then they roll the cover 3, how does that change your thinking?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's when you get the QB draw tag to it, it helps you out a ton. Sorry, 1 second.
5 penny. Real HN 4 to 35 penny.
35 penny. But so on those reads, it helps you because you can try to throw it and it times up well when you take off for the run. Matt did a great job here. All right, we got a little bang 8 we got here to the single receiver, and then we got a little shallow drive concept coming to it. So that safety rolls down. We're trying to throw the in cut. No, we'll work the drive. Oh, there we go. Let's go.
And so as quarterbacks, we call that a dime or drop it in the bucket. What do you call it?
That's a dime, absolutely. We call it the same thing. We're going up-tempo on the ball right now. Up-tempo on the ball. We're on a little counter action with double bubble. Counter action, double bubble. There we go.
How much does it help, Case, when you get a chance to run the ball as the quarterback just to keep the defense honest?
Yeah, absolutely. You got to use your legs in this league. You know, the defenses do such a good job of closing the edge sometimes. You got to keep them honest or they're going to keep crashing out. It's hard to run the ball.
Get them on the ball now. Real blue. Got to go. Real blue.
Real blue. We're on the ball. No play. On the ball.
Here we go.
We got 17, 10 seconds. We got to get a play in. India, so good. We're going inside zone left, reading the end. Good hand. There you go. Great run. Third and short.
Case, I don't know. It feels like this drive is moving really well. Is it because you're helping us here?
I don't know about that.
Okay,
you know, we've been focused on running the ball this week a lot.
Locker dirty yo. Here's your odd Ty Ritz.
Ty Ritz, we're running inside zone again. We're going to read an inside backer to throw a little flat coming in, and then we have a little shark route.
So it's the RPO, this one?
RPO. We're going to be reading, let's see what number, 28 there, that right side inside backer.
Which he's moved outside.
On the outside.
That was there, huh?
Could have been there. Oh, man. What happened there?
All right, here we go.
What happened is the end of the quarter.
That's your time, Case. We're done with you here. We appreciate you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly. Thank you, Case Cookins and Devin Gardner. 1 quarter in the books. Big play from Birmingham has them knocking on the door to add to a 3-0 lead. Birmingham dominated the first quarter in the stat column, but only got a field goal out of it, so they lead it 3-0 over Houston as we get ready to begin the second quarter of this Week 4 contest.
And we got route 3, Bronco Reed 16 on 1.
Birmingham on the 26 of Houston. 3rd and 2. This play set up by that big 42-yard pass play to Jalen Camp. We'll see if they can convert the first down. They do. They get it out, and it is caught. Davion Davis all the way in for the touchdown.
Hey! Yes, sir. Backer plug on that. I said, ooh-wee!
I tell you what, Matt Corral is seeing the field really well on that last series. The big post over the top for the big play, Kurt, on that one right there. He recognizes the coverage and the pressure from Houston. And you heard him say that backer plugged. Well, that means that the backer blitzed. He came forward. He came out of that zone that he kind of vacated. And after this conversion attempt, I'll show you exactly what Matt Corral saw.
26 yards on the touchdown pass. They're going for 2. They're 1 for 3 on the season. Corral. Pump fake. Davis gets it. So Davion Davis gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, and it's an 11-0 Birmingham game right now. Joel?
Well, let's go back to that touchdown play. So first of all, you're going to get man coverage between the back and this linebacker. When he goes in motion, that linebacker is out. And now all you've got to be worried about is this linebacker. So as soon as he blitzes right over the guard right there, now you're going to have this linebacker come forward. Look at that. Look at all that area over the middle of the field. Matt Corral seeing everything in real time, and at that point, you're just relying on Davis to win in man-to-man. His eyes see the backer blitz. He goes immediately to Davion Davis. He gives him a good ball on his upfield side, and he's able to run through that yards after the catch. And it's a touchdown. And then on the conversion, he goes all the way to his third wide receiver, his third option in the progression. And it's again Davion Davis on just a little bit of a check down. And how happy is Skip Holtz over there, because he knows Matt Corral is seeing the field exceptionally well right now.
4 possessions, 2 scores. And it's an 11-0 game. It's still early, 1 play into the second quarter, but this is about as efficient as we have seen Birmingham play so far this season.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Kurt. And this is exactly what Skip has been wanting to see out of this offense.
This is Lawrence Keys with the return for Houston, trying to help out. Stop before he gets to the 30-yard line. And so now the pressure starts to happen on Houston after Matt Corral and Birmingham got the touchdown. Devin?
All right, I'm here with Matt Corral, who's going to take us through some of the plays on that drive that made it so successful.
All right, so pretty much we got a Pollard right here, and my progression is just going through this yes, no. If they're giving me this one-on-one backside, I'm going to take it. If not, I'm going to work the field to the concept, or work the concept to the field. And I got the back going on a check down. If that Mike vacates, I'm going to play him. And they gave me isolation to our best player, so I took it. Got the first down there. Right here we got just simple Seattle, just an outside zone right here. They bring pressure. They bring the Mike in the D gap, and so I'm just reading him. And pretty much it's just going to be an easy give right here. Back does a great job, cuts off of the guard, and we got to play.
All right, good luck the rest of the game, Matt. Yep.
All right, while Matt Corral was talking, Marcus Sims made a 30-yard catch along the sideline.
Oh, this is what they need out of Marcus Sims. Again, he came over in a trade from Michigan April 7th, and he had limited snaps last week because he got there so late. But now, with a full week of practice, he's able to get down the field and get a great target and a great catch.
And now they get it to Justin Hall.
Marcus Sims was an all-UFL performer last year. Last week, he only got 9 snaps for Houston, but they targeted him 4 times. So when he's on the field, you know, they're going to look towards number 16. And Sims is 194 pounds. He's 6 foot, and he's a very good player. And he's someone that they're going to need to step up, because this offense is going to need a spark here early.
Loss of 3 on that pass to Hall. Henderson keeps it, takes a big hit along the way, but holds on to the football. Chappelle Russell, and Henderson still down.
I tell you,
we mentioned he's making his first start, and they're going to be in trouble here at the quarterback situation. The previous starter, Anthony Brown's the 3rd quarterback tonight. Now the medical staff will take a look at Henderson after that big hit from Russell. We'll be right back.
Hey, watch
Houston starting quarterback Nolan Henderson in the tent right now after that big hit from Chappelle Russell. Knocks him out of the game for at least a play.
He came up
probably more.
Yeah, he came up holding that right arm, and you can see why Russell just rocked him. I mean, rocked him backwards. That is a huge hit, and you can see he's wincing in pain right away before he even hits the ground, and immediately went down and rolled over. I mean, he was wincing even before he got hit. It's like he knew exactly what was about to happen, and so now here we go with Jalen McClendon, who has not started and has not played yet this season.
This is his first snap. Nice little easy play. Lorenzo Lingard out of the backfield, and they pick up the first down, and Nolan Henderson heads towards the locker room.
And Jalen McClendon now comes in. He played for DC last year, Kurt, and he only played in 3 games. He did not have a start for DC. You go back to his college days, his final season at Baylor after beginning his college career at North Carolina State. He actually only started 1 game in his college career. He's been around spring football for a number of years. An athletic guy who can certainly run. He's going to be a threat with his legs.
And they get him another easy pass out to Lawrence Keys, but he is wrapped up.
Well, what you want to do is you want to try to take away all the easy throws you can. So you've got to try to get into man coverage now, and you've got to take away those, what I would call now throws, those pre-snap decisions, because what Houston's going to be trying to do right now is create an easy look for their quarterback, Jalen McClendon, so that they can get him easy completions. So if you're Birmingham, go take those away. Play tight coverage. You bank on the fact that pass rush is going to show up, and he's not going to get a completion down the field.
180! What's that?
On 2nd and 12. McClendon keeps it. Chased by Ronnie Perkins out of bounds. And now he'll face his first 3rd down.
I'll tell you what Birmingham has been so good at defensively in this situation. 3rd down, and in particular once they get down here inside of the 30 and in toward the red zone, is that they just allow those front 4 to rush, and then everybody else sits right at the sticks, and there's nowhere to go with the football. We'll see if they go with that defense again.
On 3rd and 12, you saw Anthony Brown, who started the first 3 weeks, but is now the number 3 quarterback for Houston. So right now, McClendon is in charge. The play clock winds down, and they're forced to call a timeout to avoid the penalty.
Hey, Jay, come here. God, don't commentate yet. Hey, quiet. Just quiet. Just don't commentate it right now. Yeah, I know he's lined up wrong. I don't want the commentations of the game. I just want to get it right. It's a big down. I'll go for it on twice. You know the play? Go ahead. God. Yeah. Don't break the huddle.
You got a young quarterback in the game, hasn't taken a lot of snaps. Really, you talked about it, either in the spring leagues nor much in colleges last year. So maybe this is just Curtis Johnson trying to calm him down a little bit.
Here we go.
With the play clock winding down.
180.
And a long 3rd down. Zips that one right into a first down. Nice conversion as Kiki Chisholm makes the grab, and a big play for Houston of 16 yards.
I'm really impressed with the velocity that the McClendon showed right there, because this is just like a little tight window, almost like a little post, and that ball is on the wide receiver before the wide receiver even realizes it. Kiki Chisholm
to the 12-yard line.
I got you.
Zaquandre White back in at running back. I tell you one thing, McClendon doesn't seem to be fearful.
No, he doesn't. And watch how quickly this ball gets on Kiki Chisholm. I'm telling you, Chisholm was almost surprised. Look at the velocity here as Chisholm comes out of his break, and it's just like, bam, it's on his chest. That's the one as a quarterback. Chisholm comes back, and you're just like, yeah, no problem, man. I put handles on that one for you.
You got it. From the 9. White stutter steps, and he gets his way down inside the 5-yard line, a gain of 5.
This is some serious mojo here for Houston that Jalen McClendon is providing off the bench. Hasn't played a snap, and he comes in, and all of a sudden 6'4", 222, marching it right down inside of the red zone. This is where Birmingham is really good defensively, but this is where Houston has the X factor of McClendon's feet. This is what you have to score against Birmingham in the low red area.
On 3rd and 2. White takes it into the end zone for the touchdown.
You got to put defenders in conflict. That's exactly what they do. So McClendon is going to read the defensive end on that side. That's Ronnie Perkins. Now, Ronnie Perkins is in no man's land. He's trying to defend both the running back and McClendon. If he keeps the ball on the outside, he can't do that. And that's exactly why you're able to go ahead and score on this defense. This is a defense that has only given up 2 touchdowns in 3 games. Last week, only 9 points on 4 red zone trips. They're the best red zone defense in the UFL. But no one's had the athleticism of McClendon to go in there and read that in.
And they're only going for 1, interestingly.
Prior to the snap, Birmingham has called their first charge timeout.
Why would
30
they go
seconds
for 1?
in.
That's what you wonder if Birmingham didn't assume they were going for 2 and had the wrong personnel in.
There's zero reason to go for 1.
Look,
Right.
if you want to play for me, you got to be coachable. Come here.
I think you're right. I think Birmingham was surprised when that ball was at the 2-yard line.
Let's go.
And their personnel was not lined up. But 1 point just makes it a 4-point game.
Which means you need a field goal and something else, or mathematically it doesn't make a lot of sense.
No, you got to make this at least a field goal. There's no difference between a 5 and a 4-point lead.
Exactly.
None. Zero difference whatsoever. But the difference between a 5-point lead and a 3-point lead, or a 4-point lead and a 3-point lead, is massive. It's upwards of 30, 40 yards of difference. There is no reason to go for 1 here.
Here we go.
And they're lined up going for 1.
180. What's up?
Lingard gets it. And so it's an 11-7 game. The lead is cut to 4. It's better than nothing.
Is it?
Huh? Maybe not mathematically, I don't know. I'm trying to justify it somehow. It's an 11-7 ball game. Hey, we got a game. That's all that matters. Tonight's game is sponsored by Liberty Mutual Insurance. Only pay for what you need. And by Jersey Mike Subs. Be a sub above.
Let's go. Rio, HN, Florida, 35 penny. Rio, HN, Florida, 35 penny.
Well, on that call, you've got an alert. And as soon as there's 2 safeties in the field, Matt Corral has got an alert, which means that field safety, the far side safety, if he comes down on what we would call a basic route or that drive route, then you throw the post up over the top. That's what I was talking about when I was saying Matt Corral is seeing the field so well. He's on the same page with Skip Holtz. A beautiful job on that last series, and it's a good thing Houston was able to answer right there. Even when their quarterback went down, Nolan Henderson, Jalen McClendon came in, drove him right down the field. And you're right, Kurt, we got a ball game here at 11-7, but now Birmingham gets back on the field, and the last time they were out there, Corral was in rhythm, he was seeing it, and they were playing very efficient football.
Chris Blewett with the kickoff. Deion Kane on the return. And he is stopped right at the 28-yard line. Let's check in with Devin.
Now, Jalen, you got Joel Klatt and myself, former quarterbacks on this broadcast, and we can understand how difficult it is to go in the game on 3rd down, convert, have another 3rd down, go down and score. Talk us through what's going through your mind.
Honestly, just going and do my job. You know, I just prepare all week like I'm the starter. Past 3 weeks, I've been doing that, so I just take the same approach every week. Just whenever you get your opportunity, just capitalize on it. So I think the O-line did a great job. Kiki did a good job of catching the ball. Running back did a good job of getting the first. So it wasn't nothing I did. I think I was just a means to an end, but I think they did everything. You know what I'm saying?
All right, go rest that cannon.
Yes, sir.
While he rests, Marcus Ball picks up 9 yards on the first play from scrimmage for Birmingham.
I'll tell you, first down has been efficient for Birmingham all night offensively. I think that's been a big key for them. They've been able to run the football. Corral's used his legs a little bit. He's seeing the field as they're throwing it down the field. And 2nd and 2 is a beautiful spot to call plays from, I can tell you that.
Yeah, they give him 8 officially. So as you said, 2nd and 2.
Omaha. Ready, take.
The handoff to Roundtree again, cuts it back, and he's going to be stopped after a 1-yard gain by Rashad Berry. Just came to the team this week.
Here we go. Let's go Rock. Here we go. Let's go Rock. Go Richie in the odd. Richie in the odd. There we go. Richie, Baltimore odd. But
just give it to us. Come on. Come on.
Please reset the game clock to 8 minutes, 25 seconds. The play clock at 20 seconds.
I think they were looking at how close it was.
Right.
Matt Corral was lobbying for it. There's the official true line measurement. 3rd down, short by 11 inches there for Birmingham.
So they're not going to give it to you.
Hey.
Come on.
Yeah.
Hey, fellas, we're
So
going to
it'll
go
be
Rio
3rd and 1 officially, and we also have official word that Nolan Henderson is done for the day with that shoulder injury. So Jalen McClendon will lead Houston the rest of the way.
That also means that Anthony Brown, who was the 3rd quarterback, now he becomes active, Kurt. So Anthony Brown is now active, and he'll back up Jalen McClendon for the rest of the day.
We'll talk more about that when Houston gets back on offense. Right now, it's Birmingham trying to convert this 3rd down. Roundtree does.
JT, 11 JT. All right, here we go. Let's go. Trips left. Here we go. Trips left, free, Florida. Trips left, free, Florida 30 Zodiac. Trips left, free, Florida 30 Zodiac.
Trips left, free, Florida 30 Zodiac. Hold on, ready.
Bunch it.
Matt's even more confident calling plays in the huddle than that. You know, everything about you get these reps in practice week after week. He's just a different player right now.
He's getting protection from his line as well. He threw that just a little bit too high, intended for Jordan Thomas.
Apollo even. Trips right, Apollo even. Tell him slant. Trips right. No, just read it. Trips right, Apollo even. Trips right, Apollo even. Here we go. 2nd and 10.
Hey, trips right, Apollo even on 1. Ready? I got you. No hitch. Omaha. Ready, set.
Looking left. Throwing left. Broken up. It was intended for Jordan Thomas, but Damon Arnett, the former 1st-round pick of the Raiders, knocked it down.
Well, this is why he was a 1st-round pick. Arnett just baits Thomas right here. So Thomas is just going to run like a little bit of a hitch route. But watch Arnett. He doesn't go anywhere. There's just one shuffle back, and then he just is right there. And his eyes are in the backfield. Beautiful technique there in zone coverage. So he wasn't allowing that vertical movement of the wide receiver, or in this case, the flexed out tight end Jordan Thomas, to create any backward backpedal for him. He just sat there and batted it away.
On 3rd and 10. Over the middle, caught by Thomas. Tries to stiff arm, and he may have gotten hurt as well. He gets the 1st down, but he's injured on the play.
Okay, good protection up front, and as they tend to Thomas there, I tell you, Jordan Thomas is a weapon, 6'5", 277. All right, so here he is right there, and as he comes across the middle, Matt Corral has enough time to allow him to clear the linebackers. You see, he just gets drilled in that left hip, and the ball heads out of bounds. Birmingham driving. We'll see Jordan Thomas and see if he's okay right after the break.
Well, after winning 3 straight Spring League championships, Birmingham came into the season as the favorite by the odds makers to win it. They're still the favorite, but the odds have gotten a lot closer with DC and St. Louis right behind them. Well, the way they are playing right now, Birmingham trying to move into a tie for first place in the USFL Conference with Michigan, who had that big blowout win last night over Memphis. And Birmingham probably playing as well as they have offensively all season long so far in this game.
Yeah, controlling the ball, controlling the whole tempo of this game outside of that last series for Houston. And C.J. Johnson, you know, he's got to figure out something for this defense because they really haven't been able to slow down Birmingham. 25 plays, 160 yards, almost 14 and a half minutes time of possession.
And we should mention Jordan Thomas, after the 13-yard gain, is on his feet on the sideline. Corral backpedaling, nobody open, just throws that one away.
All good. All good. Here we go. Let's go Rio, Seattle wide. Here we go, Rio. I thought he had the swing. Second down. I thought he had the swing, no? Come up there. I don't think field, he could have thrown it right over his head. Seattle wide. It's 3rd and 10.
Agreeing that nobody was open on that play.
Ready, fast.
C.J. Marable spins, caught the backfield. Great pursuit to Sean Bowers. The defensive end gets right there to break it up.
0-2. Yes, he's up. Here we go. Let's go Rob Empty. Rob Empty. Let's go Florida, 45 spoon. Rob Empty, Florida, 45. Rob Empty, Florida, 45 spoon. Rob Empty, Florida, 45 spoon.
Rob Empty, 45 spoon. On one.
You just got to get into it. You got to get into the guy. You can't be wrong if you get to do it.
Omaha. Ready, set.
Jordan Thomas back in the game here on 3rd down. Corral overthrows Thomas, who was open, and some pushing and shoving, and that is going to be a penalty marker probably on Thomas. The retaliation. He got hit by Keenan Isaac and Sean Preston and didn't like it.
Remember, on the offense, so we're going to go backward previous spot because we had an incomplete pass.
That's correct.
Number 81.
81.
Okay.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, offense number 81. The 15-yard penalty is enforced from the previous spot. The result is 4th down.
Taking on everybody.
Yeah.
Not to excuse it, but you wonder, I mean, he got injured on the previous play. This is the first play back in, so he may be a little bit sensitive to getting contact.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, but you still cannot do that, you know,
right.
and you know, he knows that.
Yeah.
And then I'm sure he was frustrated because he was open, but he flattened out that route way too soon. Matt Corral read that properly and tried to keep him high, and he flattened the route toward the sideline, which was not the adjustment he needed to make.
Lawrence Keys on the return, flag down on the play as well as he's dropped at the 24.
I can't hear you, Justin.
I'm getting that ball next time.
Illegal block back during the return, number 23. Okay.
During the return, illegal block in the back, return team number 23. The penalty is 10 yards, result to be 1st down, timeout.
So after the Rashad Williams penalty, Houston will be backed up just a little bit more. But it is Jalen McClendon's ball game, the backup. Led him to a touchdown the last time he touched it. What will he do now?
If you want to play for me, you got to be coachable. Come here. Hurry up and come here. Shut up. Just come here. Hey. God dang it. You guys are so undisciplined.
Well, Curtis Johnson not exactly happy with his offense on that last possession, but he should be. They got their first touchdown of the game with the backup quarterback coming in and Jalen McClendon leading it to him.
Yeah, and I tell you, this is certainly on that last drive we saw a spark. I mean, that was something different for this team. And McClendon, the velocity that he brings throwing the football, we saw that on the ball to Kiki Chisholm, his athleticism running the football and putting defenders in conflict in the zone read RPO game. So everything now at their disposal.
What's that?
They start deep in their own territory. Shaquandre White fighting. Can't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. This defensive front, Carlos Davis leading the way, dominating for Birmingham.
27 F XRVM. Trips left 27 F Spark XRVM.
Hey, trips left, 27. L Sparks, RBM. On one, ready.
Loss of 2 on the run.
Here we go. 180. What's that?
McClendon zips that one out there. Flag on the play as Keys makes the catch. Out to about the 12-yard line, but let's check on the penalty.
Number 90. Okay, we'll take that one. Neutral zone. He lined up in the neutral zone. Gotcha. Offside. Defense number 90 lined up in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Repeat second down.
That's Bradley and I. Call for the penalty.
What's going on out there? You know what I mean? I agree with what you're saying, but you know what? Taking your own into your own hand, pushing that guy. Did that make it all good? No, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't make it all good with you.
No,
it's
sir.
not like, okay, I got my revenge now.
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
But we got 15 yards.
Win the game.
That's it. That's
Win
all
the
I'm
game.
trying to do.
Win the game.
All right? We good? All right.
That's what you like.
It is second down.
Joel, that was Jordan Thomas, obviously.
Yep.
Who was called for that penalty, the personal
Hey,
foul. And Skip brings him over, calms him down, knowing he's going to need him for the rest of the day, but a lesson being taught in the moment.
Yeah, I've always felt like Skip does a great job of coaching with information rather than just coaching with emotion.
Here's McClendon. Almost intercepted, and there's a late flag on the play. Justin Hall, the intended receiver, Daniel Isom had to go through his hands. Let's see who they call this on.
All right, 15 yards from the previous spot. Number 21.
Hey, that's me. No, it's on me.
I didn't have a tip beforehand. Number 21.
Yeah,
number 21.
Pass interference. Defense number 21. The 15-yard penalty is enforced in the previous spot and includes an automatic first down.
That's on Trey Norwood.
Well, here's Hall in the slot, and he's going to be trying to get on a little bit of an out route right here. And McClendon, look, he's trying to fit that in a really tight window. And what Birmingham was trying to argue is that ball was tipped, but that contact was made before the tip from Daniel Isom. And so clearly a penalty. It's a great call by the official, and now a couple of penalties in a row by Birmingham. And this is what we saw actually last week is some sloppy play from the Stallions. Think about multiple PI calls on this defense on a drive that led to an Arlington field goal.
But Skip is going to challenge this, it looks like. He's going to use his super challenge to say it was tipped.
Yeah, but it's going to be too late. The contact was before the tip.
Birmingham is challenging the pass interference after the ball was tipped. Play is under review.
And if we're not going to throw it,
So he's challenging that the ball was tipped, and then it's the PI.
Well, he's right about the ball being tipped. That much we do know. The problem is we got to deal with the timing of the tip. So if the interference occurs before the ball is tipped, then it stays as interference. All right, and if you look at this, he plays through the back, and you watch it here on TV, he plays through the back there, and then the ball was tipped. So since the active interference occurred before the tip, it stays as this pass interference. He loses the challenge. Birmingham will be out of challenges for the rest of the game and charge them at the timeout.
Okay, so after review, the pass interference, it stands. So it's a first down for Houston.
Correct.
Gotcha.
After review, the ruling on the field stands. Pass interference, defense, first down for Houston. Birmingham loses their challenge for the game and is charged a timeout. They have one timeout remaining for the half.
And not much to explain, Mike Corral. You cleared it up. This is all about timing, correct?
Yeah, it's one of those rare ones because when you see a tip, that doesn't automatically mean that the pass interference is off. It's the timing. You know, if the interference would have occurred after the tip, yes, then it wouldn't have been a foul. But that wasn't the case here.
Thank you, Mike. And so they get the 15 yards and the first down.
All right, here we go.
Ball moves out to the 28-yard line.
And more importantly, Birmingham loses their challenge for the rest of the game. You know, I mean, that is...
Please reset the game clock to 3 minutes, 13 seconds. It should start on the snap.
As you were saying, Joel, that's an important thing.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no doubt.
Here we go.
I understand what he's trying to do, but I think that there was a bit of frustration there. He's trying to create some field position for his offense, and it just wasn't able to do it.
Norwood on the blitz. They pick it up. Justin Hall with an adjustment and a catch. They have not ruled him down yet, so it's the catch and the yards after. He beat Daniel Isom, and the biggest play of the day for Houston so far.
Well, we've seen the arm strength now of McClendon pay huge dividends, and this one's just underthrown a little bit, but a great adjustment by Hall, who's able to come back to the football. Now, there was definitely some contact there as he went down to the ground. The defender is in contact with him as he goes down to the ground. I would assume that extra yardage
has contact with the runner down to the 42-yard line. Still a first down.
Yeah, so the yards after the catch won't count.
That's right.
Instead, it's still that great reception, though, by Hall, and a gain instead of 39 yards.
And if you're actually game planning against Justin Hall, here's what you would see is that 75% of his targets happen under 10 yards. So when he's actually attacking down the field, that is a tendency breaker for Houston. An excellent call by Eric Price and a really good throw from Jalen McClendon. And again, I'll go back to this arm strength and the velocity that he's throwing the football with. He is driving that football down the field. And Devin, it is windy right now, and that high RPM heavy football that McClendon throws is cutting through this wind.
All right, here we go.
McClendon 4 for 4 since coming in on the last possession.
180. What's that?
Steps up, goes deep. Got a man. Oh, miscommunication with Marcus Sims.
Come on, next play.
Marcus Sims comes over in the trade, and he gets open deep. He's wide open down the field. Watch him attack this area of the field. McClendon with that strong arm. Devin, I know it's windy down there. Did that ball just blow over his head? It looked like he was.
Yeah.
It looked like he was surprised.
John, I think it's a
This is the 2-minute warning for the
bit.
first half. Timeout.
We'll hear from Devin and see what Houston does after the 2-minute warning.
I was J Hall before there was a J Hall. You know that? Nah, man, it's all the one and only J Hall, man. Come on. I'm loose as a goose. Head turn sideways, loose as a goose. See, there you go. You on one.
There you go.
I'm vibing. I'm having a good time. Yeah, it's Easter Sunday, ain't it? Oh no, it's coming up. I'm sorry.
One day ahead on the calendar. Hey, Curtis Johnson's like, this guy. Hey, you need a guy like that to keep the team loose, though.
You bet. Everyone needs that. Everybody needs that.
Here you go. Come on.
I saw that number 11 tattoo on his stomach. You better not change jersey numbers.
Here we go.
It's kind of permanent, isn't it?
What's that?
2nd and 10. They get it out to Hall. Good run after the catch this time. And he picks up 11 yards and another Houston first down.
There's our guy, and this is exactly the way they generally try to get him the ball. Again, 75% of his targets under 10 yards. He screens right around the line of scrimmage. And McClendon does a nice job, and then good blocking out in front of Hall.
McClendon keeps it, and he's going to be dropped for the loss of a yard. Brandon and I, the first guy to get there.
He ain't think all that big, though. I'm ready, though. Good deal.
Houston's called their second charge timeout.
Going to stop the clock. They've got one timeout remaining here with 1:45 to go in this first half.
Devin, I can't quite describe the velocity that I'm seeing from Jalen McClendon. The RPMs, he has got an absolute rifle.
Yeah, whatever you're seeing from up in the booth or on your TV screens at home, multiply it, right? Down here on the field with this wind, I mean, it's cutting through like a knife through butter. It's really impressive to see. And it begs the question, well, why hasn't he been playing and why is his career have not enough activity, right? Why is his resume not more vast with this kind of arm weapon?
That good. Ain't that what you say?
It really does beg that question when you see him play, because not just cutting through the wind, there's a different energy to this offense since he's come in. Pump fake underneath, and out of the hands of his intended receiver, and that was Zakondre White out of the backfield.
Come on, six.
And Kurt, I think you're exactly right. Down here on the sideline, the energy is completely different. Starting from that first drive, that first opportunity he got, every single wide receiver, all the offensive linemen, they're coming up to him, patting him on the back, and it's kind of like, hey, we've been waiting for you to get your opportunity because, of course, they've seen this cannon in practice.
Good point. Let's see what he does on third down, needing the 21 for the first. Quick pass. Peterson, the tight end, went airborne, and I gave him no chance to pick up the first. What's the call on fourth down after the 5-yard pickup?
Well, if they would have been within 3, I would have said this is an easy field goal, but you just got to try to take the points right now. I know that it's windy, and Birmingham alertly stops the clock with their final timeout to save that minute and a half for their offense.
I'm gonna tell you. I got him.
About a minute and a half away from the Progressive halftime report. We'll catch up on the highlights in case you missed part of this first half and break down exactly what has happened for these two teams and get you inside the locker room. That's on the Progressive halftime report. Joel, I don't want to play that game, but you wonder what would have happened had they gotten 2 points last time instead of 1.
Sure. You know, and you look at it, and they are 0 for 4 on 2-point conversions this season. They're not very good at it. If devil's advocate, maybe Coach Johnson just wanted to keep it positive, and now points on the board. But again, now you got a 1-point deficit. You know, this is exactly the scenario that we were discussing on that last series when they scored a touchdown and went for 1 rather than 2.
So Chris Blewett gets it from 44 yards out, and this has been a different offense since Jalen McClendon came in relief of Nolan Henderson, who got hurt the previous series. Since he's come in, they put up 10 points in 2 possessions.
They've been able to attack more areas of the field because of his arm strength. Down the field, the skinny post, they get hauled down the field. He is threatening every blade of grass with that strong arm, and the energy then is palpable. 6 of 8 tonight, 72 yards. You look at what happened last week. Nolan Henderson came in at halftime and led them to a comeback victory, and they provided a little spark there, a little juice off of the bench, and you think to yourself, is this happening in back-to-back weeks? Now this time Jalen McClendon stepping on the field for an injured Nolan Henderson. He's certainly loving the way that he's playing and that offense is playing, and rightly so. But again, I think it goes back to, you know, you put an arm like that on the field, and as a defense, you've got to defend more area. It just becomes, you know, simple math in that respect in terms of the area that you have to cover.
All right, let's see what Skip does with this last 124 with no timeouts.
Left hash or right hash? Can we put it on the left hash? Left hash. Left hash. Okay, here we go. Let's go. Blue. Celtics 58.
Remember, the clock rules in the UFL mimic inside of 2 minutes. They mimic college clock rules. So the clock will stop on a first down in order for the chains to get set before the officials will wind the clock. So as a quarterback, even with no timeouts, you can attack the middle of the field as long as the ball is going past that first down marker. So Matt Corral right now in his mind has to be thinking outside the numbers, past the sticks on every throw.
Ready, take.
Starting at the 25, to the air. All kinds of time. And he's got Jay Sternberger open on the sideline, his first catch of the game.
Here we go.
Good enough for a first down for Birmingham.
What was that, 3? Here we go. Rob, Celtic, 40. Go Rob empty. Rob empty. Let's go Florida, 48.
Rob empty, Florida, 48 on 100.
Atlanta, 48. Rob empty, 48 with Toby,
Hey, Toby, Omaha. Ready, set.
Corral up top. Got a man open, Dion Kane, touchdown, Birmingham. Just like that. 50 yards on the pass from Corral to Kane. And the Stallions reestablish their offense.
Hey, for 2, let's go. Hold him up.
You know, I wonder if the corner out here on the outside actually thought that he had deep help, because he just gets run by on the outside. You know, this is just a straight go route, no hands on the wide receiver. That's Damon Arnett. And Arnett just gets beat, I mean, badly. That's a great route by Deon Kane. He sees the advantage that he can gain on the outside, and he takes it.
Ready, set.
Birmingham going for 2. Corral pressured, throwing for Thomas too high, and the lead will remain 7, but Birmingham took just 2 plays to get the touchdown and extend the lead to 17-10.
I went to you. It looked like they were double coverage you. Scramble.
Well, going back to week 2, this combination worked perfectly. Corral, 50 yards on the touchdown we just saw. This was a 52-yard score in week 2 against Michigan, and that proved to be a big one as Birmingham won that game 21-12. And so 52-yarder, Deon Kane misses last week due to the birth of his second son, comes back this week and scores on a 50-yard play. I think this combination has a little something going, Joe.
Yeah, they got some staying power. That's certainly right. And we saw the difference. Listen, we called that game at Birmingham last week against Arlington, and it was much more difficult for them because they didn't have somebody that could stretch the field like Deon Kane. And this offense with Deon Kane is just so much different now. Just 2 catches in the first half. But Kurt, 62 yards, 31 average. He's got a touchdown. Now it's a touchdown in back-to-back games for Deon Kane. And in the middle of that, like you said, birth of his son. And so this offense is starting to click on all cylinders. They're looking more and more like the team that won 3 straight titles.
Yeah, they really are. Marcus Sims on the return. And let's see what Houston does. 1:02 left and the timeout.
Yeah, and with that timeout, again, you just have so much time because of the clock rules that I was just discussing before Birmingham series.
Right, we got the 3. 11. Here you go. Look. Hey, I'm calling it right now. I'm probably going to be on there, all right? I got you. Here you go. Hey, empty. Going on Monday first. Empty. Hey, let's go 353. Leo Dragon, all right? On 101. Ready? Hey, shut up. I'm cracking. Yeah, go 31. Here you go. 180. What's that?
Batted down at the line of scrimmage.
Here you go. Hey.
I think that was Perry on Winfrey.
On the ball. Here you go. Hey, empty. Here you go. Empty right. 353. Here we go. 180. What's that?
On 2nd and 10. Quick pass caught by Keys. And he gets the first down.
On the ball.
So that will stop the clock until they can get it reset.
All state. 27 all state. 27. Here we go. 180. What's that?
From the 44. Sidearm.
On the ball.
And that's caught by the running back Lingard.
On the ball.
5-yard pickup.
I want to think about taking that timeout right now. That's a lot of time running off the clock. You cannot throw it short of the chains like that in the middle of the field. It's got to go past the first down marker.
2nd and 5. Past the first down marker. And that will stop the clock until they reset it.
Time out.
And Houston, they're using a timeout now.
You know, like the clock is going to stop right
Houston's
there.
called
They
their
take a
third
timeout. Then when the clock
timeout.
is running, they don't take a timeout. So a lot of wasted time right now. You're trying to get Chris Blewett.
Here's the problem. You got 23 seconds.
And right now it's a ball at about the 45-yard line.
Where he good from?
Blewett, you look back in his career when he was with Pittsburgh with the Maulers in 2023, he had a long of 54. So if you parse that out, you really only need about, Kurt, I would say, 8-9 yards to feel like Chris Blewett is in field goal range. You've got to communicate that to Jalen McClendon.
Yeah, probably would be nice to have that timeout, though, in case you needed to run him out on the field instead of having to hurry. Because the clock was going to stop after the first down. Nonetheless, Houston now out of timeouts.
Here we go. 180. What's that?
From the 45. McClendon. That's caught by Lingard. The clock will keep running.
You cannot do that. You cannot check the ball down. He might not get another playoff. There's an injury for Houston, but this is going to be a 10-second runoff. So
which will end the first half.
Yeah.
Due to the entry by the offensive player during a running clock, by rule, there's a 10-second runoff option, which Birmingham has taken. 10-second runoff results in the end of the first half.
Isaiah Battle, the injured player, and I tell you what, the end of this first half by the Houston Roughnecks looked a lot like the University of Houston against Florida in the NCAA tournament. Just an inability to figure out what to do at the end of the half, and it winds up costing them any chance at points. Birmingham has the lead 17-10 going into the locker room. Let's check in with Devin.
Coach, we talked before the game, and you want to see your guys pass and catch. That last drive was essentially perfect, exactly what you like. What did you like in the first half?
Well, I felt like we ran the ball with a little bit more consistency than we had. That was one of the goals coming in, that we got to do a better job of running the football. They are mixing up a lot of coverages with us right now. I know they've had some injuries in their thing. We had a tackle go down. We got a new tackle now, which is one of the things we had talked about, just trying to get some stability with what we're doing. I felt like we put some pretty good drives together, but I think Matt's seeing the field really well. He's protecting the ball, and he's doing a good job of running the offense.
They got a new quarterback in the football game, and he's showing a lot of juice with his arm. What is the plan for him in the second half with no tape?
Well, we just got to do a better job. We got to do a better job of getting them down on the ground. I mean, they got down the red zone, just ran inside zone at us right down the middle of the field. I mean, so defensively, we just got to keep the ball in front of us. Don't give up the big plays. We've got to keep playing on offense, and it's going to be a 60-minute game.
Thanks, Coach.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
All right, both these teams put up points in the second quarter. The biggest is our Pod's big move of the day. 50-yard touchdown pass to Deion Kane. Joel?
Finding Deion Kane. That's been the connection like you were talking about. And now that's back-to-back games that Kane has been on the field. Missed last week, but Corral finding him deep down the field. And that Birmingham offense hitting on all cylinders.
Birmingham scored 14 in that quarter, have a 17-10 lead here at the halftime. When we come back, it's the Progressive Halftime Report. Stick around, folks. Back here in Houston, tonight's UFL Halftime Report sponsored by Progressive. Matt Corral, 2 first-half touchdown passes. His Stallions lead at 17-10 over the hometown Roughnecks. And it's hard to believe we're already in the week 4 of the 2025 UFL season. Here's a look back at some of the best moments so far. It is year 2 of the UFL on Fox, and we're going to continue to see quality football.
Yeah, you don't want that smoke. 435 brick. We're going to take a shot right now. Let's go.
The UFL knows what gets the people going. This goes airborne. Picked up. What a snap.
Kalen Balaj breaking tackles and going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Excellent run from Kalen Balaj.
Good job, good job. It's a way to get to that guy.
Put your foot on their throat and dominate.
What a run. Nothing between him and the end zones. And there they go.
Time now, being pressured, tries to spin out of it, and that ball is picked off. Michigan's going to close it out with Kai Nakua, returning it all the way. Game sealer.
Going deep. Got it.
Absolutely perfect.
He muffed it.
What a huge turn of events.
Still on his feet.
Breaks free for a touchdown.
Intercepted. And he laterals it to the big fella.
Trying to get there himself. He goes airborne. Is that ball intercepted? Wow. Oh, that is picked off.
Looking for the house call. He's got it.
Looking for the end zone touchdown, Birmingham.
Looking for some magic. He's going to run for it. End zone.
A
Tonight's UFL on Fox Halftime is presented by Progressive. Birmingham on the road here in H-Town. 17-10 lead over the Roughnecks. The Stallions have been very good offensively. 222 yards so far. Harrison Mevis started us out with a 48-yard field goal. Matt Corral got going, though. I tell you, he's been very good, very efficient so far in this game. Corral is 10 of 17 for 171, 2 touchdowns. That was one of them right there. Nolan Henderson, early in this game, the starter for Houston, got knocked out, that right shoulder, something on that right side, and so in comes the strong-armed Jalen McClendon, and he led Houston right down the field. Zaquandre White, he's in the end zone, 4-yard touchdown run. Chris Blewett tacked on a field goal, and Houston had some life offensively. Didn't do much in the first quarter, but now they have 156 total yards. But Birmingham was not done scoring. Late in that half, a 50-yard touchdown to Deon Kane down that left side. Huge play right there, and that put them up by the score, 17-10. You see that 222 for total yards for Birmingham, getting going a little bit. 9 first downs for each team. Jalen McClendon has played well. These offenses, they're getting their footing. And when we come back, it'll be Houston on the field with Jalen McClendon providing some life with Justin Hall on the outside. Birmingham, Houston, when we come back.
The San Antonio Brahmas battle the DC Defenders.
What a catch!
The United Football League, tomorrow at 5 Eastern on Fox.
All right. Do you feel like you had it from the beginning?
I felt like they were 2-on-1.
Yeah.
I felt like they were 2-on-1 with him. And then my outside kind of got jammed up, and I went back. I was scrambling from there.
Okay. All right. Nice. Great read on the 48.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Getting the ball down
in distance.
Nice on the 48. Nope.
Yeah.
Nice job. Nice job.
Was it you thinking one of the outsides?
Yes.
Yeah,
no,
for sure.
I love it. I love it.
Well, I'm sure Skip Holtz is loving the way his quarterback played in that first half. They're up by a touchdown at the break. Matt Corral, 2 touchdown passes, 171 yards for the air, another 24 on the ground in that first half in leading his team to the lead.
I just think he's seeing the field so much better. And again, you know, I said this in the first half, but Kurt, there's a huge difference as a quarterback when you get multiple weeks in a row where you're the starter and you get all those reps in practice and you get those reps in a game, and then you can go back and watch the film and you can fix what's going wrong. And now what we're seeing is Matt Corral week over week over week improve just a little bit, and I think that he's seeing the field incredibly well tonight.
Making his second straight start after Alex Magoo's injury. His team up by a touchdown to start the second half. Houston will take the ball first. Lawrence Keys out to the 29-yard line. Let's check in with Devin with the Houston head coach.
Coach, when we talked to you earlier this week, you talked about a spark that you saw last week from Nolan Henderson. Well, you got a new spark. How's McClendon looked in the game?
He looks great. He's moving the ball. He's good with drop back. He's not taking sacks. He's distributing the ball all the receivers. He's doing a great job.
I'm going to let you get back to the game.
Thank you.
I don't know what Curtis Johnson was yelling at halftime. He worked up a sweat.
Yeah, he did.
All right, here we go.
Right through his sweatshirt.
Get his team fired up here.
That's right.
Starting from the 29, McClendon starts the second half like he finished the first. Jaquarius Spivey, the tight end, with the reception.
You know, on the flip side, you talk about a guy that's gotten no reps, and you come in cold. McClendon, for someone that has not played a snap all season, Kurt has looked comfortable. He has not looked rushed. I mean, look at him. He looks like he's just surveying the field, understands what's going on. He's been calm, cool, and collected.
11 of 14 for 107 yards so far. Exchange is messed up. Zaquandre White falls on it and saves it, but now it's third down.
You know, it's so fascinating because Zaquandre White on the sidelines, they have been trying to talk to him all night long. He's dropped a couple of passes, and everyone's just been telling him, calm down, calm down. Now, a simple exchange, That left arm needs to go up. It is. But as a quarterback, did you see the quarterback got way too short with it? You got to extend that ball out as a quarterback. That is your job. Eyes into the pocket of that wide receiver. The exchange is always the quarterback's responsibility.
On 3rd and 7, and he threw that behind White. And to start the second half, it'll be a 3 and out despite the 6-yard pickup on their first play.
And that's what you would be afraid of if you're C.J. Johnson, is because of the lack of reps, guys won't be on the same page with each other as it relates to timing. And there, White tries to break that check down, and he's just trying to break that outside, and Jalen McClendon just couldn't find him.
Mike Rivers on the punt. Nice kick. Amari Rogers. And Rogers spins his way out just shy of the 35-yard line. And so Matt Corral, there is a flag on the play. Matt Corral in Birmingham about to take over as he gets the right helmet.
During the return, okay, number 47. Okay. During the turn, illegal block in the back, return team number 47. The 10-yard penalty is enforced from the spot of the foul. After enforcement, it'll be first down. Timeout.
All right, so they'll be backed up a little bit deeper. Looks like he's got the correct helmet. And Matt Corral's ready to go to work. That was tonight's game flow brought to you by Progressive. First half leaders for Birmingham.
I got it. You gotta leave it.
Corral's been terrific. Marable, 6 rushes for 20 yards. The run game's been okay, and then Deion Kane, getting him back has been huge for Birmingham. 2 catches, 62 yards in that touchdown right before the half.
That 50-yard touchdown right before the half is the difference in the ball game as Birmingham touches it for the first time here in the second half. Marable, first play, and Marable picks up just about 8 yards. Flag down, however.
Holding, offense number 70. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Repeat first down.
That's been the one bugaboo that Birmingham's had tonight. That's their 6th penalty of the game. And it's on Simmons.
Lecheva Simmons, number 70, and he got into a little bit of a bad situation there. You look at the penalties, and they have generally been a really disciplined team through the years. And again, they've won 3 straight spring titles, and now all of a sudden this year, penalties have been a huge issue for Skip Holt's team.
Ready, set. So Corral backed up, deciding to run, cuts it back and makes a slide. Looked like he was going out of bounds for 1 second, but then decided to change his mind and pick up more yards.
He is just a different player tonight. He's going to look right over here, and then as soon as it's not there, he takes off. And look at the green grass. There's a cutback, nice cutback. And again, when you're talking about managing the game as a quarterback, Kurt, I think part of that is understanding the situations. Okay, so they're way backed up after that holding. So it's 1st and 20. Well, now your whole goal as a quarterback is to get back to 3rd and manageable so that you can convert. It's not about getting all 20 back right away. It's about getting a couple of plays so that you can have 3rd and 6, 3rd and 5 coming up to try to move the chains.
2nd and 13 now. Empty backfield. Oh, threw it too high. Jay Sternberger, the tight end, was open.
Devin, he had them. They were about to get into that manageable situation, but now you're stuck as a quarterback in that 3rd and 13.
Yeah, I mean, you were exactly right. That was a part of my conversation with Skip early in today. He wanted to see Matt not try to make the heroic play every time, right? Run, go get a few yards, slide down, and move to the next down.
40 takeoff.
Houston trying to get a big stop here early in this third quarter.
Ready, set.
Corral. Intercepted. Going for Sternberger, and he just threw it right into the hands of Rashad Williams. First turnover of the game goes in favor of the Roughnecks.
It's exactly what they've been able to avoid, is that costly turnover. It's a great defensive play, but it's also Sternberger looked like he gave up on that one. Matt Corral can't believe it. He's trying to get back shoulder on his tight end. Tight end didn't even turn around. It's a turnover. Houston in business at home, 17-10.
Tonight's game is sponsored by Allstate. You're in good hands. And by Ace, the helpful place.
All right, here you're trying to get a matchup as a quarterback. This is the last interception. That's Jay Sternberger, and he's working against Rashad Williams. And watch this route as it works its way down the field. And Williams gets a little bit of jersey right there and kind of tugs on Sternberger, who gives up on the ball. And Corral's trying to get to the back shoulder and throw that ball for Sternberger. He thinks he's got the matchup, and Sternberger kind of gives up on it. You wonder with that tug of the jersey if Skip Holtz would have had his super challenge, if he could have thrown his super challenge there, which would have erased a turnover potentially if they would have gotten Williams on that little tug of the shoulder for a pass interference before that ball arrives.
Instead, it's a turnover. Movement before the ball is snapped.
74. False start, 74. Okay. Prior to the snap, false start, offense, number 74. 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
Left guard Avery Genesee called there. Mike Pereira, what do you think about that potential hold?
You know, potential is the word, but there was a quick drop. Ball was in the air quickly. Then there was that little grab. To me, has to significantly hinder the receiver to become defensive pass interference. I don't think it was enough. And I certainly, if it was challenged, I would have denied the challenge.
Yeah, so wouldn't have mattered anyways. And Sternberger's got to fight for that.
Here's the Quandre White fighting for yardage, getting around the edge. There's a late flag in the secondary as well, but we'll see if Houston can take advantage of this turnover.
We'll go from the spot. Okay.
During the run, holding, offense number 3. The 10-yard penalty is enforced from the spot of the foul. Repeat first down.
So that's on Kiki Chisholm, the wide receiver.
He's working on the outside against Stephen Gilmore, and there's that hold as White breaks it outside. Just a little bit of a grab. Good run by Zaquandre White, but that's going to back him up now. Houston has 1st and 23.
And that hold seemed to be what sprung him.
Here we go. 180.
So backed up to the 50. McClendon out of the backfield, White. And White going to pick up 7 yards, bring up 2nd down.
Now you think about the situation that Matt Corral was facing. 1st and 20, he was trying to get half of it back, trying to get a 3rd and manageable. He's forced into a 3rd and 13, makes a mistake. Well, now Houston's got 1st and 23. And now what are you trying to do? You're trying to get 3rd and manageable. But here's the other part of this, is that you can get into field goal range without a 1st down. So Jalen McClendon here, a completion short of the chains right here is very important. Trying to get this ball past the 40, maybe even past the 35 at a minimum.
Has the time, steps up, completes it. Down to the 30-yard line, and that's his big tight end, Aquarius Spivey. It is a 3rd down, but as you said, important yards.
And look at the pocket from this offensive line. Give them a lot of credit. This Birmingham team has been so good rushing the passer. In fact, they came into tonight's game 2nd in the UFL in sacks, and they have not gotten home. McClendon's been getting the ball out, and now we got a little wildcat situation. No, that's McClendon back there.
That is McClendon. Hands it off. White. It's going to be down. Looks like they're going to mark it just short.
Cable.
Man.
Hey, fix right. NASCAR.
He's 222. He's 222 pounds, Kurt. Just sneak it.
They're lining up to do it, and Birmingham suspected it. Depends on where they spot it. He kept fighting. Let's see. Yeah, he didn't have it initially. But we'll see if they give him the second effort.
All right, hold on. I got the ball, though.
Easy up. We got it. We got it. Easy up. Easy up. That's right. Easy up. Easy up. Put it down. Put it down.
And it looks like he's going to be officially just short.
I tell you what, this is a great play by Willie Yarberry, number 97. Watch number 97, Willie Yarberry. Okay, here he is right in the middle. And he doesn't go low. He goes high over the offensive line and into the quarterback immediately. And he just completely stymies the forward momentum of McClendon. Look at him go high right there. That is really smart from Yarberry. And then he starts getting some help from his linebackers. But that's who makes the play and the fourth down stop for Birmingham. And he lets his quarterback off the hook. I tell you what, Matt Corral, you owe Willie Yarberry something. I don't know, a shake? Maybe a milkshake, something.
6'3", 295, stop 6'4", 222. On first down, going the other way, here's Larry Roundtree. You know, we talk about Willie Yarberry and that 295 pounds. He's athletic. He's a big pickleball player, actually.
That's right. That's right. He plays pickleball in order to help him train and in particular for his quickness with his feet.
Quick reaction time paying off there.
That was really smart. I don't see that very often, Kirk, and it was just a really smart play by him.
Battling in the secondary. No flags on the play. That was Markel Roby on the defense. Now there's a flag out.
What do you have? Pass interference defense, but the spot is there, so go there to an automatic first down. Okay.
It's Markel Roby going up against Marcus Sims.
Pass interference defense, the ball will be placed in the spot of the foul, including an automatic first down.
Take that completion.
Roby, this is his second year. He's working against Thomas, and against Thomas, excuse me, that's Marcus Baugh, 6'4", 246 pounds. Marcus Baugh goes, so they roll in these giant tight ends. You know, Jordan Thomas is 277, Marcus Baugh 246, and Roby just early contact.
So it's a first down at the 36. Flag on the play already. Matt Corral brought down right at the 43, but once again a penalty marker.
You know, they had the guys in motion all over the place, and nobody reset.
Offense, 2 players in motion at the snap. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Repeat first down.
Free and high.
Skip Holt's frustrated by that penalty. Number 7 tonight.
Slot, trying to get the stack over into the boundary. All right, here we go. Long yardage. Let's just be good with it. What we're doing. Here we go. Let's go. Let's go Rio. Here we go. Rio bunch. Rio bunch. Let's go Florida. 35. Rio bunch. Florida. 35 Penny. Rio bunch. Florida. 35 Penny.
Penny on one. Ready?
Birmingham stopping itself offensively more than Houston tonight.
Omaha. Ready, set.
On 1st and 15, Marable out of the backfield. Good open field tackle made by J.T. Tyler.
God dang it, we need to go to 0-2. Here we go, 0-2. Here we go. Let's go. Here we go. Let's go. Rob, empty, Florida, 22 spot. Rob, empty, Florida, 42.
Rob, empty, Florida, 42 spot. I want it. 22. Omaha. Ready, set.
Corral over the middle. That's the big tight end, Jordan Thomas. And he's brought down by Preston. Here's 3rd down.
Okay, here we go. 3rd and 3. Here we go. Let's go. Rock Dirty, Ohio 14, Arc Trade. Rock Dirty, Ohio 14, Arc Trade.
And we got Rock Dirty,
14 arc trade. I want it. Hey, Ohio 15. Ohio. Rock dirty. Ohio 15. Ohio 15.
Birmingham, you could hear the confusion on the play.
That's me.
Skip
I didn't
Holtz
call
saying,
11.
let's just talk
That's
this
me.
out.
That's inexcusable.
Birmingham has called their first time out of the half.
15. He calls Rock dirty. Ohio 14 arc trade.
Yeah. I'm in short yard.
It's all good.
Okay, can I get it?
I love the call.
You want that or you want slop? You want that or slop?
No, the first one.
Okay.
Rock dirty. Ohio 14 arc trade.
Rock dirty. Rock Ohio 15 arc trade. Rock dirty. Ohio 15 arc trade. Okay.
Get back on track.
And then, hey, yep, let's go back on track and make first downs. 11.
Even they were tripping
My favorite thing is a quarterback. You come over in a timeout and a coach says, what do you want? It's just like, all right, here we go. You know, and you take so much ownership in this as a quarterback here.
Especially after he admits it was his fault the previous call got messed up. Corral trying to push the pile. He won't get it. He's going to be stopped a yard shy on 4th down. Here's the setup.
Doing that to our defense. Punt it.
Yeah, I agree with Skip here. His defense is too good. You punt the ball away. You can create some field position here for your next series. With a good punt, this punt team right now has a job to do, is pin them inside the 15-yard line. If they can do that, then you've got a chance after a 3-and-out to get really good field position on the start of your next series. You're trying to build into a score if you're the Stallions.
Here's Kobe Wadman. Good punt. Fair catch made right at the 14-yard line by Larry Keys. And down by a touchdown. There's still plenty of time left.
Make this here with
From the first whistle to the last, we come out here with a relentless intent.
My mentality is like a sniper mentality. I will take what you give me on the field. Do not give me an opening.
Floats it, Nakua reaching, diving,
Football and the Polynesian culture go hand in hand.
The game on the island is physically harder.
We are more than football players. We are warriors.
The Culture of Winning Polynesian Football Pride airs tomorrow at 2 o'clock Eastern on Fox. Narrated by the Dolphin quarterback Tua Tagovailoa, who's also executive producer, Bradley and I, one of many players of Polynesian heritage in professional football these days, the college game as well. It is a big deal on the islands. Houston takes over on offense. Lingard, short gain. And there you see Nolan Henderson, the starting quarterback for the Houston Roughnecks, making his first start tonight and injured his shoulder early on, has been out. He took a big hit on a run. And since then, it's been McClendon's game. And you feel for Henderson getting his opportunity.
All right, here we go.
Obviously in a sling, looks like that will be
180.
a little while to recover from. Free play for McClendon, and he zips it in for completion. Kiki Chisholm with the catch. And I think they're going to turn this penalty down as he looks like Birmingham jumped off.
They absolutely did there.
Defense number 41 was in the neutral zone at the snap. The penalty is declined. Result of the play is a first down.
They'll take the 15-yard pickup.
Yeah, nice throw from McClendon. I'll tell you, man, these in-breaking routes, the velocity is excellent from McClendon, and he's been accurate with it too.
Look at the numbers, 14 of 18 since coming in the second quarter.
180. What's that?
Lingard. And the handoff between those two is clean.
Hey, Joel, a thing about these throws over the middle like you talked about, they're protecting the wide receivers as well, right? Receivers don't want to run across the middle with their arms stretched out, right? They're hitting them right in the middle of their numbers, and it's making it very easy for them to catch and run.
Well, and he's thrown them so hard that basically it just folds into their body.
Like Velcro.
Absorbs it.
Green 18.
Makes a dent. Well, it's coming. Lorenzo Lingard takes advantage of it, gets the first down. Well, he was that close to breaking away.
And Birmingham's trying to be aggressive, but watch this. They run themselves out of this play, and then all you need is a little bit of a crease. And then once you get that crease, he almost breaks it loose, almost up onto the safety. It's actually a really good tackle by Perrion Winfrey, number 98, because it looked like Lingard was going to be up on the safety right away.
Here we go, here we go.
But it is enough for the first at the 43.
Here we go. 180. What's that?
Pressure coming. He escapes. McClendon going deep. Flag comes out. Catch is still made. TJ Vasher with the reception despite the interference.
Pass interference, defense number 26. The penalty is declined. The result of play is a first down.
I mean, the end of the play is fabulous back there from Vasher. But watch in the beginning and the strength of McClendon to get away from the defensive line right there. And then it's just a flick of the wrist down the field. And the ball is way down the field. And Fayon Hicks was out of position. He makes contact. Vasher with a beautiful catch. The concentration through contact. And Houston with a beautiful drive.
46-yard gain to the 11. McClendon keeps it. Gets around the corner. Did he get in? They give him the touchdown. We're waiting for a signal. It is official, the 11-yard touchdown run. And folks, welcome to the Jalen McClendon Show.
I love the patience that Jalen McClendon shows on the outside. As he takes off, he's in an RPO, or run pass option, so he can throw this ball, and the defense knows it. So watch the corner. He knows he's got to stay with his wide receiver, and now it's on McClendon to outrun the defender, Majai Sanders. And he's able to do that to the pylon, and again, just juice. It's not just a strong arm, it's his athletic ability, it's his mentality. Everything that's been going on for McClendon has been working here tonight.
And now they go for the tie.
I got you. 180. What's that?
Handoff taken by Lingard, who's tackled before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They don't get the extra point, but they get the touchdown. And what a series this has been by McClendon. What a performance tonight has been by McClendon. Off the bench, he has led this Houston team to 16 points, including the beautiful play that set up the last score that he ran in to make it a 17-16 contest.
Make way for the King of Kings for a long stretch.
Well, Jalen McClendon has provided a huge spark for Houston. He came into the ball game after that injury to Nolan Henderson, the starter. He started off with a bullet across the middle, stretching the field, down the field. That one was to Hall. Then you get some good reads. Look at him getting the protection in the pocket, making a good decision, and now it's just his physical ability. Staying upright through contact. And then he gets the ball down the field, Vasher, and now the speed on the outside, and how a beautiful little switch of the hand. He puts that ball from the right hand to the left hand in order to get it inside of the pylon. Jalen McClendon, I tell you what, man, how is tonight the first snaps he's gotten all year? That's what I want to know. 15 of 19, 188, 4 rushes for 11 yards and a touchdown. Even the potential first pick in the draft Thursday night, Cam Ward, is impressed right now.
You gotta be when you see this performance. Of course, Cam Ward just a couple nights away from heading up to Green Bay, where the NFL draft will take place, first round on Thursday night. Here's Deontay, he fumbled it. Untouched, the ball comes out of Kane's hands.
Right here, right here, right here.
And Houston recovered.
Nobody hit him. The ball just comes out of his hand. It hit his own knee as he was kind of stumbling. Deon Cain on the return coughs it up. And Houston has a short field and all the momentum down 1 here at home in the third quarter.
Armani Marsh right there, right place, right time. And Kane, who has made so many big plays for this Birmingham
really
team.
on the field is a fumble recovered by the kicking team. First down, Houston.
With a big turnover right here. Now he'll have to lean on his defense to try and hold on to this lead, even though Houston's already in field goal position.
It looked like he just had a touch of indecision and stumbled, Kurt, and because of that, that ball got away from his body and hit him right in his own knee, coughs it up, and now the hottest player on the planet, outside of Cam Moore, of course, Jalen McClendon, is back on the field.
Hottest player on the planet tonight.
That's
Let's say that.
Here we go.
That's right now.
180. What's up?
McClendon with time. Using his legs on the run and throws it too high, incomplete. Justin Hall, the intended receiver.
You know, this is such a different attack than what we saw last week against Birmingham. Birmingham last week against Arlington defensively was outstanding in the red zone, giving up nothing. 9 points on 4 red zone trips, no touchdowns. And now you bring in this element with McClendon, and what does he do? Well, he's got the strong arm so he can fit it in tight windows. He's athletic so he can get away from the rush and extend the play outside and be a threat with his legs. And so this is providing an option down here close to the end zone.
Ball almost picked off there as Daniel Isom jumped in. But the other thing is done here, Joel, it's I won't say negated, but it slowed down this pass rush that's been so aggressive for Birmingham all season.
That's right. They're trying to get a little switch release right here, and Hall going to the outside. That's a really good read from Daniel Isom. And Isom, that's good film prep, knowing that right route structure. And he almost picked it off and allowed Deon Kane to forget about that fumble. This is why Houston has the football. That was the last return. Kane coughing it up, and that's going to be a full start.
Yep, it looked like the right tackle moved a little bit early.
Ball start. Offense number 78. 5-yard penalty. Remains third down.
And it was the right tackle, Zach Banner.
Banner's been really good for them. They were so happy to get him. Remember, he was a former 4th-round pick by the Colts back in 2017. Played in 30 career games in the National Football League with Pittsburgh and Cleveland. Of course, he was a first-team All-Pac-12 offensive lineman at USC. He's been good so far this year for Houston.
And if you're Houston, you may want to pick up some yards.
Here we go.
Chris Blewett's long this season is 41. Right on top of Zaquandre White, Willie Yarbrough, the defensive tackle right there with him, making him make a decision. And so now here it is on 4th down. They'll have a long field goal.
Hey, make one for me.
And what a hold by that defense after that turnover. Deon Kane coughed it up, and that defense rolled out there and bowed their neck. They're going to force this field goal opportunity, and it's not a short one, just like you said. I mean, they had nothing going on that offensive series.
Blew it on to try one from 47 yards out.
We got 25 now. We're good.
Made one from 44 earlier tonight.
They just playing all, bro.
Trying to give Houston the lead, and it's not close. And so Deon Kane's turnover turns into no harm as the Birmingham defense stands tall and Houston misses the field goal.
It's a giant missed opportunity for this Houston team. And like you said, Kurt, even before that last snap, you know, they needed some positive yards to make that an easier kick. Blewett pushes it right because the offense didn't do anything with it. First time really since McClendon came into the game that they didn't do anything with an offensive series. And that one ends with no points. Eric Price up in the box, the offensive coordinator, with the frustration, and Birmingham back on the field.
No harm done after the turnover.
Ready, set.
Birmingham starts at the 37. Quick pass. And that's caught by Jalen Camp. And that might be the last play of this third quarter.
Hey,
Birmingham, I wouldn't try to run a play here. It's just kind of a throwaway play. Looks like they're probably going to snap it before the quarter.
They don't have to. They do. Bound in the air. And boy, that could have been a costly mistake to end the quarter. Instead, it falls silently. And Birmingham will go into the fourth quarter trying to hold on to a 1-point lead in what has been a pretty good game from Houston. The Fox Football Extravaganza caps off tomorrow, Easter Sunday, as the San Antonio Brahmas battle the only remaining undefeated team in the UFL, the DC Defenders. That comes your way at 5 o'clock Eastern Time on Easter Sunday, only on Fox. We want to wish a happy, joyous holiday weekend to those celebrating Easter, Passover, Greek Orthodox Easter, whatever you're celebrating. Hopefully you're enjoying it with family and friends. And this has been a good football game so far. As you look at the two quarterbacks, Jalen McClendon has been on fire since coming in for the injured Nolan Henderson in the second quarter for Houston. And it's a 1-point contest as we start the fourth.
We're good. Omaha. Ready, set.
Matt Corral trying to move the chains. He does. That's Deion Kane getting the first down for the Stallions.
This is only their third drive of this second half. Haven't gotten much going after halftime. Think back to what was working for them early, and it was first down success with the run game. That's really what it was. You know, they weren't making their living on the ground, Kurt, but they were successful running the football on first down. And what it did is it produced 2nd and 5. 2nd and 4. And that rhythm is what allowed them to have so much success in the first half.
Let's see what they do on first down here. Corral is looking deep, brings it down and runs it instead. Good run of 9 yards on first down, making it a very manageable 2nd and 1.
That's exactly what Skip Holtz was talking about. He wanted to see from Matt Corral is that aggressiveness with his legs.
Let's go, here we go. Let's go. Locker. Move, Colts even. Locker move, Colts even.
Omaha. Ready, set.
Roundtree gets into the secondary, breaks a tackle, and down to the 21-yard line. There's that running game you talked about being efficient. This time they pick up 21.
Yeah, and watch these linebackers. Everyone's going to walk up, and they're actually going to overload on this right side of the defense, and that allows just that little hole to open up, and that's what Roundtree is able to exploit, and he's up on the safety right away. Cornelder, he's got to get in there right away. Or excuse me, Marvin Moody, number 28. And Moody has to bring him down, and it's another first down.
91 yards rushing tonight for Birmingham. Corral keeps it. Trying to get a block from his tight end, but not good enough. Does pick up a couple yards. Let's listen in on the call after a 3-yard gain.
Nice job. Here we go. Locker pistol, Miami 50 left. Locker pistol, Miami 50 left.
Locker pistol, Miami 50 left. On one, ready?
You can see with the numbers, a lot still on the line for a lot of folks, including Birmingham and Houston. Here's Corral. Incomplete. Pass broken up by Sean Preston, and it brings up third down.
Well, he got all turned around here. He goes the wrong way, so you're going to have Marable going this way, and Matt Corral's going to turn around this way for the play fake, and then he's like, well, what am I going to do, run over here? Nope, trying to throw it right over the middle, and it's batted away. So Corral now with a big opportunity here. He's got 3rd down and 7. This is when they generally love those tight ends. Sternberger, top of your screen.
Corral looking that way, escapes. How long can he keep it going? Winds up running it just for 1 yard, hit out of bounds, or pushed out of bounds, I should say. Markel Roby forced it out.
Kick the field goal. You got to take the 4-point lead.
Roby's hurt after pushing Corral out.
I know y'all tired. I am too. Get open. Come on.
I think you got to kick the field goal here. I know the offense is still on the field, but you kick the field goal, and now you're forcing Houston to score a touchdown.
Yeah, they're sitting the...
So you got to go out there and kick this, and Mevis is going to trot onto the field, and they're going to go ahead and kick this after that scramble from Matt Corral.
Yeah. As you said, also make this a
97
4-point lead.
73 reporting is eligible.
This way you don't get beat on a long field goal at the end of the game. This one from 35 yards out. Mevis got it. Well, made a little nervous, but he extends the lead. He remains perfect on the season as well, as Birmingham now leads it by 4 with 11 and a half left to play.
Probably don't even remember. You told 13 it was his team in practice one day. Ever since then, I took that personally. I love it.
Well, they're loving the way that Jalen McClendon has played so far in this quarter and a half that he has been their quarterback. He has made a difference, Joel, but this defense for Birmingham has really stood up on the last couple of possessions.
Yeah, and in particular after a couple of turnovers, you know, and that's really the mark of a great defense, and that's what Birmingham has been able to do tonight. They've got 6 tackles for loss. Birmingham does. That defensive front is difficult, and Houston's going to have to figure out something, because I can tell you this. I don't think that they're going to be able to just run the football and try to get the ball down the field and create short yardage situations for their quarterback. They're going to have to get creative on 1st and 2nd down.
Well, they've got the quarterback in the game who seems to give them an opportunity, at least, to do that. Here's Marcus Sims on the return.
Well, Kurt, let me show you what that defense has been able to do. And again, it stems from their ability to get pressure in the backfield, and more specifically against the run game. You know, you can just see so many Stallions in the backfield, nowhere to run the football. Their linebackers are allowed to play free because those down linemen up front, they're getting their job done. Eating up double teams, even on the quarterback sneak. Beautiful job by Willie Yarberry going up and over the top. He stops the 4th down opportunity. 16 points allowed, only 49 rush yards, and 6 tackles for loss. So this is a throw game for McClendon from here on out.
And he'll start from his own 30. Pressure. McClendon hit as he throws, and that one falls incomplete. And that was really the first time we've seen, maybe the second time, that kind of pressure on McClendon.
Yeah, and just nobody there. So this is some sort of missed assignment, because he was expecting somebody to come over the middle of the field, and nobody was there. And there's Carlos Davis with great pressure. Carlos Davis, 312 pounds, and he gets to McClendon right in the back.
180, what's up?
They give it to Keys. And the wide receiver picks up 5 yards before DeMarcus Gates makes the tackle.
Boy, Gates closed fast. It looked like Keys had a little bit of an opening on that opposite side, and Gates just closed so fast. Makes the play. He's been very good for a long time for this Birmingham team. Back with them after being there in 2022. He's been very good this year.
Spent the last couple seasons with the Chicago Bears.
Hey, 52 Snake. 52 Snake. 52 Snake. You got to read. Here we go. Come on, come on. You're on the left side. You're on the left side. Here we go. 180. What's up?
On 3rd and 5. McClendon wide open, the tight end, Josh Peterson, and that's good enough for a Houston 1st down.
McClendon's doing such a good job of keeping his eyes down the field when he just steps up and away from pressure in the pocket. Look at him scoot up right there, and then now eyes down the field. That forces the defenders to stay back, and as the tight end clears on the outside, it's an easy completion for Peterson. Played his college ball at Louisiana Monroe, and it's an easy first down.
19-yard gain.
Here we go. 180. What's that?
From the 46, that's the Quandre White.
Hey, AJ!
Hey,
Not so far.
Hey, truth left.
Here we go. Let's go. Hey, train, Texas. Train, Texas. Train, Texas.
Hey. Yo. Look it up. Here we go. Monday. 180. What's that?
Four-man rush. That one thrown too hard for Peterson. Incomplete.
Third and what? Third and 6. Yep, let's go right here. 10 personnel. Hey, Fresno. Let's go, Fresno. Hey, Fresno Casper.
Come on, run. 22 deep lane. MJ. Hey, come on, J.R.
Can Corey Chamberlain's defense get one more stop?
180. What's that?
Pressured for McClendon. Slides past the marker. Gets the first down.
The question is just where he gave himself up. Remember, you go first, and it's where you begin your slide, not where you actually contact the turf. But a nice job again from McClendon, scooting up in the pocket, and here's a look at that. He kind of gave up a little short there.
First down stands. Kiki Chisholm with the reception. He's wrapped up right away. A.J. Thomas with the tackle.
My apologies. I'm thinking college, Kurt, and it is where you touch the ground first. And so he contacted the ground past the first down marker, and that was a good first down. Good call by the official.
All right, 1-on-1, ready.
But now it's going to be second and long.
Yeah.
And Joe, it's also a nice job of him having poise, because he looks to the sideline to see who the first down marker is just before he slides.
He's had poise since coming into this game midway through the second quarter. Justin Hall takes it out across the 40-yard line. He'll bring up third down.
Hey, boogie right.
This has been a good series, a really nice series. He's just been taking what the defense gives. You know, and when the coverage has been good, Devin, he's just stepped away from it and used his legs.
100%. Oh, you good. Hey, let's go 26.
As much as he showed he's had great talent, this is what we're seeing. Pre-snap is really impressive as well.
It really is, considering until this week he was the third quarterback. And now first sack of the game. Bradley Anae comes up big when the Stallion defense needed it most.
And this is what we've been seeing from this Birmingham team for the majority of the season, is them be able to get pressure with just their down 4. And Bradley Anae, he came into tonight tied with the UFL lead with 3 sacks on the season, and he just puts a good move on that outside tackle, is able to get home and produce a long yardage fourth down. They'll have to punt it away.
Yeah, puts them definitely in punting position. And keeps it a 4-point lead for Houston. Although Birmingham's going to be backed up deep in their own territory at the 1-yard line. Great punt by Mike Rivers. Good coverage by Houston. Birmingham got a long way to go if they want to add points to the scoreboard, but they'll take it over knowing they've got a 4-point lead. Tonight's game is sponsored by McDonald's and by Dr. Pepper. Try new Dr. Pepper Blackberry and Dr. Pepper Blackberry Zero Sugar today.
Well, from Matt Corral and these Birmingham Stallions, it's been up and down. First half, really good, seeing it great. Look at the safety come down over the tight end. He goes up over the top, hits the post, beautiful play down the field. Here he gets a one-on-one just before the half. Deion Kane, that's a 50-yard touchdown. And then in the second half, it hasn't quite gone their way. This is the interception as he was trying to hit the tight end right down the seam. They're going to need his best now. 6 minutes to go. They've got the lead, but the ball inside of their own 1. Tale of 2 halves for Matt Corral. 10 of 17 in the first half, 4 of 8, only 24 yards in the second. They need the best of Matt Corral right now in this situation.
And even if it doesn't turn into points, you got to get some yards here. Starting inside the 1, empty backfield. Corral runs it out. And he's going to be stopped just across the 5-yard line. So it gives him a little bit of breathing room. Uh-oh. And that's Corral still down. Remember, he's the starter for the second straight week because of the injury to Alex Magoo, who was their starting quarterback at the beginning of the year.
Heard him say it's his hip. And the backup is Case Cookus. So at a minimum, Cookus is going to be coming in for at least a play. Here's Corral as he's trying to get away, and there's the leap up and over the top. And then right here, he just tries to back into the defense, and there's 5 Roughnecks right there to bring him down. Man, just went down awkwardly trying to fight for some extra yardage. He's been so good with his legs tonight, you know, and that's one of the things that they've been missing, speaking of Birmingham, this year versus last. And he's brought that element tonight. Matt Corral has been excellent running the football. 10 carries for 52 yards.
How you doing? Huh?
Great sign that he's up and able to walk.
Those 10 rushes for 52 yards makes him the leading rusher in the game and jogs over the sideline. So hopefully Case Cookus is only in for a short time for Matt Corral's sake.
Well, he hasn't played a snap this season either, but he is a veteran of spring football. Started 6 games for Memphis last year. Dealt with injuries all year long in a bad offensive line. He was a 2-year starter for the Philadelphia Stars in the USFL. Led them to a championship game against these Birmingham Stallions. And I'll tell you, this is a huge moment and point on the field positioning game for a guy to come in cold.
Yeah, coming in cold at the 6-yard line. And wisely, they hand it off. C.J. Marable gets a block from Cookus, and that brings him for the first down.
This is exactly what we came to love covering Case Cookus in previous seasons, is there is no governor on Case Cookus. You know, he doesn't view himself as a quarterback. In his mind, he's just a football player out there trying to do whatever he can to win the game. Skip Holtz is thinking to himself like, hey, bro, we don't got another quarterback. There's my starter. Please stop throwing blocks.
Oh, but it's good enough to get him a lot more breathing room. To the 14, C.J. Marable. Tripped up. Going to fall forward, no gain on the play.
This is what I think is interesting here, though, is that as a play caller, you can't just call the game now. You've got to call the game through a different set of eyes.
Bronco even. Lou, I'm sorry. Here we go. Lou, hack, Bronco even. Lou, hack, Bronco even.
Bronco even is a run play for them. You know, there's always little reads, and there's different ways that they can throw a bubble on the outside, but they're keeping it simple right now for Cookus.
Not only is he the backup quarterback, he was the 3rd quarterback until 2 weeks ago after just signing during training camp this year. So they handed off to Larry Roundtree, 1 yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Okay. What do you like on 3rd and 10?
Houston calls a timeout. Trying to get some of this clock back
really
if they
like
get the
45 over the ball right now.
Houston has called timeout. Please reset the game.
We're almost like 36. Hey, Case, come here. Timeout. Come here. Case. Come here. All right, 3rd and 10. I'm thinking like a laser. I'm thinking like a laser and going Atlanta in case you get an all-out blitz. And going Atlanta 36, spoon. Yeah, you like that? You good with that? Hey, what do you like?
Good.
All right, laser.
Devin and Joel, you guys have played quarterback. In this situation, if you're the head coach, you're going more so because to back up with what he likes than you would anyway?
I would absolutely call what he's comfortable with, right, Devin?
100%. Even though he is a veteran, right, he's only been in this offense for a little while, so you want to make sure he's completely comfortable because this is a critical third down.
Needing the 24, four-man rush. Cookus going for that and more, and he's got it. Davion Davis with the big reception. Not only a first down, but 36 yards on the play.
I mean, this is an absolute dime from Cookus. He's looking right. He comes back to the left to the corner route, right over the outstretched arm of the defender, Rashad Williams. And that is a beautiful ball. I tell you what, man, absolutely cold. No warm-up. Devin, he came in there and dropped a dime.
Unbelievable.
First pass on 3rd and 9. For 36 yards, a first down, and putting it in Houston territory. And now the clock works in Birmingham's favor.
Hey, you know, Joe, as a quarterback or even any player, you want to get that first hit. So how about Case Cookus when he's running to go block? I think that's what he's doing. He's like, man, I got to get into this game.
Hey, man, you never wish that upon yourself. I remember, sometimes thinking to myself, like, I just want to get hit. And then all of a sudden someone rings your bell up, and you don't want that anymore.
You could run to it.
What's impressive,
and then we're trying to milk it a little bit.
Is the touch he threw that ball with. Cold.
Okay,
that's difficult to do. That is not an easy throw.
I can't hear you right now.
It is not at all. Just being able to layer that ball right over the outstretched arm, it's so impressive. Like we talked about, cold, on the sideline, not truly adept in the playbook just yet, but still being able to make that play at such a critical moment, because if he doesn't do that, they punt the ball away, and Houston gets life, and this crowd starting to come to life. Outstanding job by Case Cookus.
And that's the player we saw 2 years ago with Pittsburgh, leading them into the championship game, 3 years ago, excuse me.
With Philadelphia, yeah?
Yeah, with Philadelphia, and he was the whole key to that organization. The Stars made it all the way to the championship because of his toughness. He broke his leg in that championship game. He was playing so well, he would have gotten a great chance in the NFL.
Absolutely. He still, despite the broken leg, wound up signing with the Rams after he healed. Here's C.J. Marable, first down and more. Still on his feet, trying to stay in bounds. And we saw on the sideline Matt Corral putting ice on that hip, so it looks like Case Cookus will be the guy for the rest of the night. And with just over 3 minutes left, Birmingham trying to hold on to the lead. You see Corral still in major pain.
Yeah, he really is. And now it's a game about management from the quarterback, managing the clock, and then that offensive line up front. Remember now, the clock won't stop even for an incompletion until we get to 2 minutes, right? So they can still throw if you want to, and the clock would still run on an incompletion.
That's Larry Roundtree tripped up in the backfield by Sean Preston.
Man, just think
Houston
about
has called their third and final timeout of the half.
1 yard
Please
line
put the game
with
at game clock at 2 minutes 30
left,
seconds.
and we're sitting here.
30-second timeout.
Houston's had to exhaust their timeouts, so they're done with timeouts. That means their super challenge is no longer there.
Nice job.
And there's only 2:29 left. They lose their quarterback on this series on the first play of the series, and here they are all the way across the 50, draining this clock out for a win. This is impressive stuff.
So 14,
15 out of Lambeau, we can run it again. I'm down for whatever.
Nope. Here we go. Let's go. All right, I like it. Protect the ball. Protect the ball. We got a field goal. Got a field goal. Okay, here we go. Lambeau. Here we go. Let's go. Lambeau, Atlanta. Atlanta 14, Lambeau, Atlanta 14.
Lambeau, Atlanta.
It shows you not only what you can do, Joel, when you've got a veteran quarterback, but a good veteran quarterback.
Yeah.
Not just a guy who's played, but who's played and been good.
It's Chris Wilson, the defensive coordinator for Houston, desperately needs a stop here.
Omaha! Ray, 10.
Oh, Cookus almost threw the interception. Christopher Allen had it hit him right in the chest.
Trying to get the slant behind that outside linebacker, but watches the outside linebacker. Here he is. He just falls right into that slant pass. Cookus never saw him. Oh, my goodness. The last instruction from Skip Holtz was protect the football. He almost threw a pick right there. But again, with no timeouts, the clock running, even on an incompletion, outside of 2 minutes. So we're going to get down to the 2-minute warning here. And Cookus, look at him. He knows it. He knew he got away with one.
And it's 3rd and 12. So Houston thinking no matter what, they may still have a chance to get this ball back and come back and win this game. It's anybody's contest at the 2-minute warning. Yeah, I agree. Just run out the clock. Oh, Houston has hung in there. Right now, they trail by 4. This is a big 3rd down for Birmingham. 3rd and 12 with their backup quarterback, Case Cookus, in. And this will be a long field goal attempt if they don't get any more yards for Mevis.
Yeah, and just to set this up, if Houston can get a stop here after the kick, they can get the ball back with about 1:15 left. If you're a Birmingham offensive player and you find yourself in the open field with a 1st down, they need to go down and not score a touchdown. If they go down after a 1st down, they can end the game with the ball.
Easy. Forward.
He switches Marable over and hands it off to him on 3rd and 12. He's caught in the backfield. And he's asking for a face mask. He doesn't get it to Sean Bauer with the tackle for a loss.
Deshaun Bauer has been so good for Houston. He got here after week 1, and since then, he's had 8 pressures, 2 sacks, and here, an incredible stop right there. Did that hand get up near the face mask? Oh, my goodness. I think they're going to take all the time here and then call a timeout before Mevis goes out there to try to kick this field goal.
Birmingham has called their 2nd timeout of the half. It's 30 seconds.
I tell you, man, Bauer has been so good. He played his college ball at LSU. He's 6'4", 250, and like I said, he's only been here for 2 weeks, and he's put up those types of numbers, and that's a huge stop right there. Obviously, a field goal just gives them that 7-point margin if they're able to hit it.
We need to get great knockback and then get our hands up. So it's 1, 2, 3. Then we get our hands up. Yeah, but I know that's good. That, but the first. Right. Hey, look. You check them on the ball. I get tackled 3 yards.
Look, you know why I'm getting. They're gonna sit so soft. They're gonna make them. You know why I'm getting the ball to you all the time? Because they just playing 20 yards.
All right, I'm just gonna get out and I'm gonna sit right there, right in front of you.
Taquandre White and Jalen McClendon planning what to do when they get the ball back.
96, 97,
the question is, will they be down by 4 or 7?
Mevis's last kick barely snuck in that left upright, and that was from a lot shorter distance.
This would be from 49 yards out. Actually, they moved it back. It's now a 50-yard field goal attempt. Mevis gets it up, and his best kick of the night. His 3rd field goal of the game is a perfect 8 for 8, but none bigger than that one, which makes it a 7-point contest.
Well, when you're 5'11" and 243, they call you the thicker kicker for a reason. That one was right down Main Street. What a kick from Mevis. A salute. And now McClendon has to go score a touchdown.
And the difference is, had he not gotten that, a touchdown would guarantee a win for Houston. Right now, they need a touchdown and at least one more point in order to tie it, or two to win it. So this puts a lot of pressure on this Houston offense. With 1:16 left and no timeouts, both teams playing with their backup quarterbacks. But since Nolan Henderson left and Jalen McClendon has come in, this Houston offense has played its best ball, maybe of the season.
Jalen McClendon has been the story tonight, Kurt. I think you would agree with that.
No question.
Only fitting that he's going to end this game with the ball in his hands.
Lawrence Keyes trying to give him good field position. Marcus Bow wraps him up right at the 25-yard line, and here we go. 1:10 left. No timeouts. The guy who 2 weeks ago was the third quarterback on the team this week became number 2, and tonight took his first snap. The question is, can he lead Houston to a win?
Let's all be happy at the end of the game, all right? Here we go. Hey, go 50 right, 50. I'll go Spencer. XL on one, ready. Yeah.
Little leadership right there in the huddle, and you got to understand, no timeouts. You do not want to complete a ball short of the first down marker. That would not stop the clock.
First play. Short of the first down marker, and Kiki Chisholm wrapped up. After a 5-yard pickup, the clock will go inside a minute.
Yeah, and that's the same exact thing that they did in the first half. You cannot complete the ball short of the sticks. You can't throw it over the middle unless it's a first down. Everything's got to be outside the numbers or past the first down marker.
They get the first down.
Hey, let's go, let's go.
Now quickly up to the line of scrimmage. Got to get a call, and you got to get going.
Change. Hey, 26, Chris right. Chris right. Hey, change.
Man, they're trying to change the formation. My goodness. Houston has got to get in a hurry.
McClendon out of the backfield. Right, gets the first down and into Birmingham territory.
What a great run after the catch from Zaquandre White. Not only does he pick up all that yardage, but he gets out of bounds.
26, Orlando. No, 26, Orlando. Here we go. Products hut.
From the Birmingham 44. Two-man rush. And it's picked up. JoJo Tillery. And that'll do it. This Birmingham defense has been bend but don't break all night long, and they prove it coming up with a pick to end the game.
They're playing these 3 safeties across the top, and yet what you got to understand is that Tillery was just going to sit in the middle of the field, and he's going to read the eyes of the quarterback. He reads them going to that left side, and he's able to undercut that route. Look at the eyes going the whole time, and Tillery breaks before the throw. That's a beautiful job from a defender with a lot of experience. 4th year with Birmingham. He knows what's going on, and there's the camera in his chest as he gets the game-sealing interception. That's exactly what they were looking for from the free player in the middle of the field. Read the eyes, go pick it off, and he seals the victory for the Stallions.
Wow. Well, both teams lose their starting quarterbacks tonight. Both see their backups play extremely well. Jalen McClendon has a future, folks. Case Cookus gets the win for Birmingham, their 3rd straight after losing the opener, and now the defending UFL champions are 3-1 and tied for first place with Michigan in the USFL Conference. The Skip Holtz had to sweat this one out, but in the end, they get the win. 23-16 is the final. Birmingham with the victory. We'll be back to wrap things up from Houston right after this.
The San Antonio Brahmas battle the DC Defenders. What a catch! The United Football League, tomorrow at 5 Eastern on Fox.
Birmingham wins in Houston 23-16, and on a night that Jalen McClendon came off the bench for the Roughnecks and was impressive in his 3 quarters of play. It came down to the one that he could not complete, courtesy of JoJo Tillery in this Birmingham defense.
Again, there's the free player in the middle of the field. And I just love how he just sat there and broke on the ball before the throw was made. Just beautiful job. He's there, game-sealing interception. The champions making plays when they need it. Even the offense, that field goal drive for Birmingham ran off nearly 5 minutes of clock after being pinned in their own 1-yard line. My goodness, that team just continues to make plays, don't they?
JoJo Tillery celebrating like it's not his first time. He had their Fox Vision camera on tonight. That's what it looks like. You know, I know, Joe, you've seen that flip before as you do it in your bedroom all the time, I'm sure.
Yeah, right.
Yes. And so Birmingham gets their 3rd straight victory. Case Cookus was the quarterback at the end. He's standing by with Devin Gardner.
All right, Case, you only threw 2 passes, but we're going to do an interview here, huh? How about JoJo Tillery and what he was able to do to seal that game?
Oh, awesome way to close out the game. You know, I was funny because I had my back turned, and I was getting coached up on the run checks and all this stuff that we're going through. And next thing you know, game over. I'm like, yes, let's go. You know, I'm sitting there, and I'm going through the stuff. I throw one good one and one really bad one, so I want one back already, which is sad to say.
So take us through that corner route. Joel and I both raving about the courage, the ability to come out cold and make that throw. Talk about what you saw early in the game that allowed you to make the play.
Yeah, absolutely. It was something we noticed really early in the game. Davion won on a corner and beat his guy really just by 3 or 4 steps. And so when we got a similar coverage, I was hoping it was man. It ended up being man. Just kind of held off the free safety, looked to the right side, threw it up there because the corner played low on the shorter route, and Davion made a great play.
All right, now earlier before the game, we were talking, just catching up, and you told me you've got a little boy on the way.
Yeah.
And I told you got to play a little longer so he can watch you play. How about save some of that stuff for when he's old enough to see you play?
I know. Me and my wife are super excited. We're due in July, and what an awesome experience. So grateful, and I hope I can play a couple more years and show him what his dad does before I'm old and he thinks I'm lame. I can't do it,
Thanks a lot, Case.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, guys. Nice suit.
Yes, it is a nice suit there, Devin. Case Cookus and Birmingham get the victory 23-16. They move into that first place tie with Michigan atop the USFL conference as they try to win their 2nd straight UFL title and their 4th straight spring title overall. We'll find out if Cookus is the quarterback going forward, as Birmingham has now lost their top 2 starters this season. Well, they score a season-high 23 points, and that was enough to get the 23-16 victory at Houston. More UFL action comes your way tomorrow. San Antonio takes on DC right here on Fox. For our Fox crew, I'm Kurt Menefee. So long.